Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer.
Maybe a beer.
Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat.
Or a ridiculously large glass of whiskey.
Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show.
So
Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, this is Uncle Bill's Saturday Night Hangar Talk. But I looked at it again, and it's not really Uncle Bill's Saturday Night Hangar Talk. This is Bill and Dominic and Artie and Lloyd and Alexis Saturday Night Hangar Talk. Because it's not all about me. As much as it seems like it, with my suave and debonair, suave and debonair personality. It's really about a bunch of friends hanging out and getting together and just talking, and maybe sometimes we'll talk about drones. That's right.
Yeah. Throw a drone or two in there.
Yeah, more likely if Lon's here, but he's not, so that's all right. And let's say hi. Let's say hi to everybody. Dominic, how are you? How are you this fine evening?
It's been wet overnight, and we're still struggling to get into spring.
Oh. And it's a struggle to get into spring. So what exactly are you doing to help this struggle along?
I'm trying everything I can for it to become spring. I tell you.
That's it. That sounds interesting. What does that entail? I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
Have you gone out there and done one of them naked weather dances or anything like that?
We need. Yeah. We don't need that.
It might work.
We've had almost record rainfall for November.
I love Dominic, but I've never once, while speaking to him, thought of the word naked, Lloyd.
Yeah.
It's never crossed my mind. It just hasn't. And then we got Articus Maximus there. How are you today?
Doing okay. Kind of a rough day. Found out a comedian friend of mine passed away today of a heart attack. While just discovering yesterday that his lung cancer was in remission. Yeah. And then my girlfriend was in an accident. A drunk driver hit her and busted her taillight. She's okay, fortunately, but the driver, DRT, hit a truck, parked truck. Yeah, don't know what DRT is. Dead right there. Yeah.
DRI.
Dead right there?
Yeah, DRT.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's kind of a southern thing.
Not in this part of the South, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
Never. I don't know where the hell. Southern what? Southern Australia, maybe?
I've been living in Florida since 2000. Never heard that.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You guys. Okay.
And
right there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Michael Brown says it quite a bit on his show.
Well, maybe it's a Michael Brown thing.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Who the hell's Michael Brown that he said?
I don't know.
Former director of FEMA and now talk show host. He's syndicated across country.
I thought he was naming his poops. That's Michael Brown.
Yep.
That's Joe Plopsky. So anyway, Lloyd, how you doing today?
Well, I'm doing really good. I mean, it's been a good day. I can't complain,
Sure you can.
I'm not going to bring this show down any more than it already has been brought down.
I know. Wow. That's
Mr. Really Sunshine up there in that corner up there, just like all
in fact, I'm sorry to hear all that happened to these folks. It's ironic.
Yes, yeah.
It's a terrible irony what happened to that guy. But the girlfriend thing, I'm glad she's okay.
I am too. I'm glad she's okay. That is good. Yeah.
Then that guy, that's what he gets for breaking her taillight. Now he's DRT.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alexis, my darling, welcome back.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see you.
Last week, I apologize. And I'm tired tonight because my dogs killed my baby duck, Niblet. Uh, so for those of in the audience, I know y'all already know it, but got in the fenced-in area and killed Niblet, killed a chicken, badly wounded Nibbles. That's the big white duck, but she's still with me. I fed her a bunch of goldfish today, and she seemed like
So they just nibbled on Nibble, apparently.
Yeah.
that's how they got their names actually, because it was Nibbles nibbled on me, and I went, oh, that's cool, that's Nibbles, and I thought the other one nibbled on me, and I thought Niblet, that's the little brown one. So I'm gonna get me a replacement duck and give Nibbles something to do, and hopefully she'll make it. I think she will. I rinsed out her wounds and put triple antibiotic ointment on all of the puncture wounds around her neck. It's pretty ugly, but she's a big duck, and the dog didn't have time, I guess, to kill it. I got out there as soon as I heard some commotion, so that might have made the difference with that one. But I cried like a baby yesterday. I was a mess. Too much dust to speak of to begin with, and I'm sorry for your loss, Art. That sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm glad your girlfriend is.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's okay. But yeah, anyway, but I'm doing okay. Went to a church on Wednesday that's having grief counseling, not
It's
counseling, but like a class, because I got a flyer in the mail, and I thought, well, that sounds like, and I went there, and I was like, I think I'll give it one more week, and then I'll probably, I don't know if I'll go back or not. It was not that great. And, it's like, everybody in the room except for the guy that was teaching the class. There was one other gentleman in the audience, or the seats. The rest of them were a bunch of elderly women, all widows, and it's like, it's I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it one more week to see if I like it or not. I can't really judge it, but I did buy the book off of Amazon.
Well, I mean, maybe it helps. You're not alone,
Yeah.
and if you like anybody, even one or two of them, it'd be good to get together with them.
Now, when you heard the duck, was it yelling Aflac?
Art, too soon. Really? Come on.
Yeah.
Too soon, Art. That's just
My duck?
yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, anyway, they're my babies, and I was really blaming the dogs. I thought about it, and it was like they're just doing it's instinctual.
What dogs do?
What dogs do. It's my fault for letting the dogs out, so it's my fault. I had to own to it. But they should have known better because they've been around those ducks since they were like this big. But like you said, that's what dogs do. So a guy's coming over, a neighbor is coming over on Monday and putting in an electric fence for me that's going all the way around. So
Oh, hey,
I'm
Mark.
telling Lloyd I'll be the one to get shocked because I'll.
Let me interrupt just one quick second. Sorry, Lon. The link was queued, but I didn't hit the arrow. I didn't send it. I just sent it just now. That's my fault. Sorry about that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I pasted it in there and then I just walked away.
I do that all the time. I go back 2 days later and think, oh shit, I forgot to hit send. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Oops.
Whoops. Lon Denard.
I hate it when that happens.
They're talking about it now. Lon, it was an accident. I'm sorry, man. Last chance? Oh, well, excuse me.
I don't know if I'll make the whole show because I'm pretty tired, but I'll hang in there as long as I can.
Well, it's good you got that group. Like I said, maybe you can make some connections there and some friends that have an idea of what you're going through more on a personal level.
Everybody in the group has lost somebody, and it's just some of them were. Well, in fact, the guy that's teaching the class or conducting the class, he's with this particular church, and the reason he's doing it, they lost a 35-year-old son, and they also lost a 15-month-old granddaughter.
Oh.
So I mean, you know, they're. I mean, you know, it's like they either one of those cases they would have loved to have had 72 years. In fact, tomorrow is Jeff's 73rd birthday, so tomorrow I'll be at the Gulf Coast uh, Veteran Cemetery for part of the day and just sitting by his grave for a while. Um, Still got his card in the bedroom in the armoire. It's got glass doors on it from his birthday last year. And it had a bunch of ducks across the front of it. And it says, "You look like a million ducks," you know. And, but anyway, we didn't realize that was his last birthday. But everybody in that room has lost somebody. And, you know, we all do at some point. We all do. And so I try to be quiet in there because there's a lot of pain going around, and I hurt for every one of them. I told the guy after the class, we talked for a short while because it was my first time there, and I said, I wish I were the only person in here that knew this pain. I said, that's just my love for everybody else, because losing somebody is that you love, that you're close to, and now there's silence through the house. I mean, that's the worst thing you can go through. And yeah, so anyway, everybody in that room is reeling in one fashion or another, you know. So just that we all should just love each other and enjoy each other's company as long as we have each other, because that's what it's all about, you know.
It is. It's like I said. It's a long road, but you're on your way. We'll hope. I hope. Anyway. All right. We've all lost people. Sometimes we can't get rid of them. So, Art, how are you?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. There he is. Once again.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you how I am. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah. Today was stressful. I thought I had to have all those applications in for that big statewide tournament for my kids by December 1st, and they're not bowling for the Thanksgiving holiday. And it's like these parents hadn't given. I had 5 of them that hadn't given me. It's like, but I got to give it to the next person down the line if you don't give it to me today. Now I was really stressing out because December 1st, I had to have these things postmarked by then, to get the kids in,
Right.
and I mean, I take it seriously. So I was stressing them, and I got them all except for one, but I got the alternate ready to go in case the one doesn't work out. So I'm all good, and I got my totals, and I can go get the check, which I can't use a check. I have to use like a money order or whatever. Anyway, and then after I did that stressful morning and raced around and was on the phones and all that, I looked and I said, "Oh, I looked at the wrong one. That was last year's. The due by date was December 8th, like a week later." So, yeah. So I get, the pressure.
Well, now you got it out of the way, Bill.
That's right. And even I could have done the first. God, I keep changing color. Orange, man.
Yellow, pink. Yeah.
We'll call it Plink. Hi, Lon. I'm sorry.
Finally, the cock is back at Bill's Hangar Talk.
Yeah.
Wow, the cock?
Mm-hmm.
The cuck.
I can't do the eyebrow thing in it.
Yeah, no.
I pasted the link. It was there right when I sent it to everybody.
I just thought you're using old links like you had them in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm on the old link, and it lets you go all the way to the end. And it says the host hasn't added you yet. I'm like, okay. I'm sitting there since 7:45. And then my tablet goes boink. Bill's show was on. And I go, huh?
Oh.
So then I look and I go, crap, something must be wrong with my computer. So I'm undoing it, doing it again, undoing it, doing it again. I restarted my computer. I'm like, well, maybe my computer's is acting up. I don't know.
Mhm.
You know, I'm in the chat since like 8:01, going, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's answering me, but you guys. But you guys are hilarious.
You
Yeah.
also, well, yeah. You got to remember, there's about what a 20-second delay from what we
Yeah.
read and when you get an answer back. So yeah, because
Yeah.
Is it 20 seconds?
15 minutes, and
probably.
Toolcat pointed it out. So
I'm curious. Let's test out this theory.
I can do it. Okay, ready? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1000. Yep, but I got like 6 or 7. We'll try it again.
Yeah.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Yeah, I got like 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Okay.
I think that's a little faster than 5 seconds. Your thousand.
Yeah.
You kind of raced
Kinda
that a little
fast.
bit. It's more
Yeah,
like
you're-
4, I would
Well,
think.
It was
Yeah.
1
like
Mississippi.
I think you counted it a little quick.
3 Mississippi.
Because I could do that too. 1001, 1002, 1003.
So it's like
Mississippi.
4 seconds then. So it's less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Still,
well,
yeah.
actually, 4 seconds is pretty good. Most of these things are way longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They usually are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Brenda. Hello, Brenda.
Brenda, how are you?
Hello, Brenda.
Do I not have full bars? I don't have full bars. I wonder what's going on with that. Maybe it's time to replace the line to the pole.
Yeah.
Again? Well, it's been a couple months.
Well, no, it's been working good, and now I've seen this. Maybe I don't know. It's weird.
Mhm.
Let me see. Oh no, I got all my bars.
Frozen.
I got all my bars. Never mind.
Mhm. Yeah.
I like that little feature. You just double click on the image, makes it big. Double click again, makes them small.
Yeah.
right.
That's quick.
That's what she said.
Giggity.
Not to
Yeah.
you.
Hey, I didn't say double dick.
Both parts, Art. God, comedy 101. You can't do both parts of the joke. You had to play off of someone else. Do the whole thing.
Well, I waited.
You really like some big. That's what she said. Not to you. You can't do all the parts yourself.
Well, I got low latency right here. 1001, 1002, 1000.
You know?
Mississippi. Two
Yeah, that's Art. He's a little quick on the draw there. So
Yeah.
It would be like, who's on first? What's that
That's
second?
what
I don't
she
know. He's doing the whole thing himself.
I don't know. It's a shortstop.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Banana. Banana who? You know, it's like, Jesus. That might work, actually. It might work as a
Yeah,
comedy.
bro,
That does sound like a funny comedy routine. You know, have fun.
The spastic comic or something.
Well, there's a guy out there that is. He's all over the place. You know.
I'm purposely just mouthing words and not making noise to not interrupt you, Lloyd. Please continue with your irrelevant, comment. I'm sorry. Just kidding. I was kidding.
Dirty.
A joke. I'm trying to be
Joke.
funny. I
Jody.
do that
My own
sometimes.
stuff. I went and flew this today for a little while.
Yeah.
After I went and fought with the gun people, people that were here yesterday. Well, I don't know if anybody. Bill knows about the gun thing. I don't think anybody else does. But anyway, I went and flew after I got dealt with the gun people. Oh, that's what Art does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a new gun, but did you know that's the wrong gun?
Wrong gun.
Yeah.
Wrong gun. You got the CX model, which is kind of compact.
Ah, the gun gone.
Yeah.
Did you decide what you're going to do with that?
Yeah, I went down there and I got the C model, not the CX. There's actually three models.
There you
There's
go.
the full size,
So-
the compact,
the
and then the
full
CX
size.
is the
Yeah.
cool ported one. It's all ported and shit. My gun's not ported.
Yeah.
The
Right.
Oh,
CX is
ported.
ported and
Yeah,
shit.
right, yeah, you gotta have it.
Now
ported.
you're keeping the gun with the 15.
Not yet. They're getting a hold of the manufacturer. I think they just sent them the wrong gun because they were supposed to. They were right. I'm right. They were supposed to give me the full size. And they gave me the compact.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck on the no safety thing. I like
Yeah.
having a safety because if you don't have a safety, you can't carry it around in the chamber. I know people are going to argue with me, but I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? There's just too
Well,
much
it's whatever you're.
possibility of, yeah, screw that, man.
It
I'm not
is
carrying.
whatever you are comfortable with,
Right.
and that's
That's right.
I'm just the opposite. I don't have a safety, and I carry one in my chamber because I'm too slow and old to get it chambered quick enough to, and I fumble around looking. I mean, my gun has a safety on it. I just don't keep it on.
Well, I'm too clumsy to be confident that I won't stick my finger in there by accident while I'm drawing.
Oh,
Well,
and also I have a holster that wouldn't allow that anyway. So
yeah, I told you about my holster. That's just the opposite. I mean, they don't make these anymore for good reason. But that one from World War II, that leather holster. I mean, it's in great shape, but you actually have to reach through the trigger guard in front of the trigger to depress on the release to pull the gun out of the.
oh my god, yeah,
You have to pull the gun out of the.
yeah, that's not safe at all.
You know, well, it saves time if you want to, shoot your foot off. You
Or you can shoot through the holster technically.
yeah. Well,
You could,
I mean, you gotta
hold
learn not
it on
to
the
pull,
gun and
when you
shoot.
pull the gun out, not to pull by the trigger, I guess. But
Yeah.
well,
who hasn't
fortunately
seen
though,
it?
don't forget it's a revolver too, so it's not like it's a hair trigger or something. You know, if you,
Right? Yeah.
you'd have to really be an idiot to completely pull on the trigger to get the gun out of the holster to set that off.
Right, because
That's
who
what
hasn't
Barney
seen the
Fife did it
video?
all the time.
Yeah, the cop.
Yeah.
Who hasn't seen the video? The cop did the arming this guy and ends up shooting him in the leg because he didn't have the safety on and he had it chambered. So she went to reach for his gun. He had his hands up. He was allowing it, and she reached to take the gun out of his holster, just on a traffic stop. They were nervous he had a gun or whatever. And so they're disarming him, and she reached to grab his gun and ended up shooting him.
Ooh.
Oh,
And I've known a couple people have been shot by accident.
Well,
I
yeah,
just don't want any
yeah,
part of it, quite frankly. I don't want any. I don't be reaching for my gun in the middle of the night because I hear a noise.
Yeah.
And in the dark, and I accidentally catch the trigger or whatever. It's not worth it to me.
right.
You know.
And I see it both ways. Like with Judy, I wanted her to have a gun. I wanted her to
Okay.
have a safety on her gun.
Brother Bob and Mark,
Hey, Bob.
and Mark the tech guy. Wow, a bunch of people we haven't seen in a minute. Well, we've seen Bob here and there, but not Mark the tech guy. When's he here? Have you seen? We seen him lately?
No.
Not lately.
You guys on vacation from fun?
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Hilarity.
Hilarity. Yes.
Yeah.
From
Anyway,
Force.
yeah. So anyway, that reached through the trigger guard in front of to pull the gun out kind of thing. I don't know who thought of that, but yeah,
Shoot in the holster. You wouldn't even have to unholster it to shoot.
yeah, I know.
Well, I'm saying it might come in handy. You might just the whole thing, bam. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to having to pull it out of the holster. It might.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely a
That might
terrible
come in
design.
handy. The situation might call for it, you know what I mean?
What do you think of those safeties that are built into the trigger itself? Where you got the split trigger with the.
I'd show it to you, but
I mean, I have
all
that.
my guns have that.
Yeah.
I have that. I mean, that's the closest thing to a safety on one of my guns because I don't have a real safety. It's at the trigger safety, and I don't
All
find
my
that
guns have
much.
that.
I don't find that much of a safety. I mean, because that's where my finger's going to go anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like a half a pound pullback.
I mean,
too.
I
You know
guess
what I mean?
you can't accidentally. If you accidentally brush the trigger, you're not gonna. But I mean, what kind of trigger pull do you have that you can accidentally brush the side of your trigger and set the gun off? I don't know.
Yeah, the ones that have the little slot where the like a front trigger, back trigger combined. Yeah.
Just like two. It's like that.
Right. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a half a pound, maybe.
Yeah.
The secondary
See,
trigger.
that is
It's pretty hefty pull. I mean,
my gun also has the secondary safety on the back where you got to squeeze it to begin with. So
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
you're not necessarily going to be. You'll have a grip on it, but you won't have that full of a grip on it until you get ready to shoot. That's of course, this is always my number one safety. That's my first one. I've always
said you didn't have quite a full grip on it.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's pretty much it.
Get a grip.
Good
Yeah.
grip.
yeah. I mean, it has a pretty good wall on it. I mean, you have to go back quite a bit before. So you're not gonna just bump it and the gun's gonna go off. But again, I don't want to be fumbling around in the middle of the night at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
grabbing the gun with one in the chamber without a safety on it. I want something. Either I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
Well,
put one in the chamber, or I gotta have a safety. One of the two.
I want to know
Yeah.
why he's going to bed with his gun in his holster and wearing
In
it.
a holster, I have a hanger. Wait a minute. You can
I
show
do.
this.
Can you show that?
Next to
I
my
can
bed.
show this.
Yeah,
I
I know.
have these all over the place.
About shooting himself when he gets out of the holster. He must be wearing the holster.
Well, next to my bed, I have my holster in a bag. It's like a camera bag, and I could reach, and I leave the strap off the back. But you can reach in, and if you ain't quick, it's just going to pull right out of the holster in the bag.
Mm.
You know, and if it doesn't, that's okay. Like Lon said, I'll shoot it right off the end of the gun.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
All my holsters are open end. I can
Yeah.
show that too.
Yeah.
Open ended. So. No, I have these hanging around, and then because I don't like having a holster in my waist in the car, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I
Right.
find it
Yeah.
uncomfortable in my car because I have
Yeah.
sports seats. You know, they have the lumbars and yada yadas that pinch
Yeah.
into your sides,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I find it uncomfortable. So I have one of these in my car where I hang this in my car right by my leg, and then I have one by my bed. And I understand that it's not likely. Yeah, I'm still. It's something that I don't want to think about it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
want it to
yeah.
be a no-brainer. I got a damn safety on. I know I got a safety on.
Yeah.
Period.
No, and like I said,
You know what I mean?
I don't think a person should carry their gun in any way other than what makes them comfortable.
Exactly. I don't want to be
And,
fumbling
and
around.
I wouldn't, I don't, now I was at one point I was a little concerned about my cousin and his daughter. They both had gotten their concealed carry, but they weren't comfortable in carrying their gun with ammo in it. So they walked around for months without putting any ammo in the damn thing.
Barney Fife style.
Yeah, why in the hell would you? And I told him, I said, "You're going to be," and then they carry it where people could see it. I said, "You're going to be the first one they shoot, and you aren't even going to have a round in the gun. If you
Yep.
aren't going to load it, don't carry it. It's
Mm.
just that simple."
Mhm.
You know. Now, whether you put one in the chamber, you have the safety on, or have 3 or 4 safeties, that's up to you.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
don't go walking around, strutting around like you're Barney Fife, and.
Why do you
And it
guys
wasn't-
keep denigrating Barney Fife? I loved him.
Yeah, what the hell?
I like Barney Fife
was
too, but
awesome. He had a girlfriend. I'll give him that.
Yeah, but he wasn't necessarily the safest with gun safety.
Thelma Lou.
About Pilot.
Yeah,
About Pilot with Thelma Lou this weekend. Andy.
No, his girlfriend was Juanita too.
Oh, he had one needed too.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
that
mom's
Barney Fife gets around.
Yep.
phone. He'd always talk to Juanita.
Mm.
I sent you some videos. Still.
I thought it was Thelma Lou.
Oh yeah,
Not
that's right.
Thelma
I
Lou?
heard the ding. The ding.
No, Thelma Lou, I think was that Andy's. No, that was Barney's
that'd be
girlfriend.
Andy's. Yeah.
Was Thelma Lou Andy's?
Yeah, well,
No, she was that really quiet, dark-haired woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah.
Wasn't she a widower too, or something like that? She bringing pies or whatnot, and
Yeah, she was. She
What are
was
you
a
talking
school
about?
teacher,
I saw-
Andy Griffith's girlfriend.
yeah. I can't
Oh,
think of her name.
he had a couple because they had different actresses play his girlfriend.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Andy-
One was his like a substitute teacher.
Ah,
Mhm.
yeah, I think
You
you're
know,
right. I
and,
agree. And she was what's Opie's teacher, right?
I believe so.
Mhm.
That's how he met her.
Yeah.
Opie had a crush on her too.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think she was a little old for Opie myself, but
Well,
Let me see.
Thelma Lou. Okay, Steve Jeunesse says Thelma Lou was Barney's girl. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Andy, we're gonna go up to Mount Pilot with Thelma Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Helen. Mudball says Helen. That sounds good.
Ellen is correct. Yeah, no, that's right.
It was something
Hi,
like
Johnny.
That
that.
is correct.
No, I'm all done. So
Maybe we can learn something from this.
This.
This?
This?
Yeah.
Well, we're seeing a whole lot of
This.
And
he's told me.
Alright.
Now you say Reach.
Barney, I ain't got time to play games. I got work to do.
Oh, come on, tell me Reach. Just say Reach.
Okay, reach. Show it to us, Barney. Show us a quick draw.
Please, Barney, I'd
Yeah.
like to see it.
You want to see it? Yeah.
Real good?
Yeah.
Who's that blonde?
I said, all right, you guys. I'm giving you the count of 3. If you ain't out of here on 3, I'm drawing on you. 1, 2, 3. Removing a gun from the holster, you do it smoothly and safely. And when you return it to the holster, you repeat the process smoothly and safely. Out smoothly and safely. Back
Fingers on the
Finger in the
trigger.
trigger guard.
You don't just jerk it out. That's dangerous.
His fingers on the
Smoothly.
trigger, dude.
And
Yeah.
safely.
Yeah.
His fingers in the trigger
I can
guard.
see it bigger.
Automatic.
I can see it bigger than you guys. His finger was definitely on the trigger.
oh, I could see it
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and it
I
wasn't
can
on the
see it too.
it wasn't on the first pull. First pull it was on the trigger guard, but then by the
Yeah.
like 2.5 times, so it's pulling it slid its way over to the trigger, which is what people do. I mean, that's actually more real than
Mhm.
Yeah.
you'd
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get a hit on that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. I don't
No, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
And
Look at Alexis with the on deck.
Yeah. There's, yeah.
Which dollar? Oh, that's the show. Oh my god. No offense.
Wow.
There's a show I would not buy on DVD. I've seen every one of them. We used to come home from school and it would be on the TNT channel or something. So
that's the whole series, huh?
every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this? That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you're saying. We've seen every episode probably 3 times, but over the course of our lives. But owning it and being able to play it whenever you feel like it, there's something to be
Good idea.
something to be said about that.
You said
You know,
it.
there's shows that we watch all the time that you can't find now, and you actually have to pay to watch.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Again, each their own, but I'm all right with not
Wow.
seeing it again. You know what I mean? Just being honest.
You clearly didn't like the show as much as we
No,
did.
I like the show. Okay, man. I know the song. I know the whole thing. Going back to the fishing hole. You grab the bait, I'll grab the pole. We're going back to the fishing hole and have ourselves a
Oh,
day.
my dog.
Lon knows that was you singing, right, Lon?
Yeah, yeah.
You know the words. Wow.
Yeah.
Fishing hole.
hey, Andy.
I'm close. Don's
Yeah.
probably going to correct me. I probably got a word wrong or something.
Oh yeah.
You know, because I haven't seen that show in 15 years, I bet you. 20 years probably. But I've seen it every day. We
I
come
forget
home on
there's-
TNT.
Yeah. Well, I forget there was even a damn words to the
song?
you know,
Yeah.
to the song. Yeah.
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 I don't even know what program you're on about.
Andy
The Andy
Griffith Show?
Griffith
The Andy
Show.
Griffith Show.
Damn it. Foreigners.
Seen
You don't know who that little child is right there that she's showing? Who is that, Mark?
God knows.
I'm sure you've heard of him.
I'm sure you have too. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you heard of them. Have you ever seen Happy Days?
I was just gonna say he went on to Happy Days.
Yeah, American
Or-
Graffiti.
Or how about
Ron Howard is a big time director too? Apollo
Yeah.
13.
Apollo 13.
Ron Howard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Ronnie Howard.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of the show Matlock?
Yes.
Well, that's Matlock.
That's Andy Griffith right there.
Yeah, Andy Griffith.
Mhm.
He did 7 seasons of this show, I think. Didn't he? 6 or
Aunt
7?
May.
And Aunt B.
Yeah. He started the career of Gomer Pyle, the guy that played Gomer Pyle.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Wow.
was,
Gomer Pyle. He
8
got a
seasons.
spin-off show.
There was 8 seasons. Okay.
8 seasons. Okay.
And then it went on to become maybe our RFD.
Well, golly, Andy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
The
don't think.
dream, the impossible
Yeah, Clint Howard is in as well
dream.
now.
Unbearable sorrow.
Oh, he had a great voice. That
He
guy.
did.
Oh
Jim
yeah,
Neighbors.
yeah.
Jim Neighbors, by
Yeah,
the way.
neighbors.
Yeah.
Golly.
Uh-huh.
Golly, Sergeant.
Yeah, Bob.
Shazam!
Shazam.
I believe it.
Now you got to say it right. Shazam! Shazam! I
Mm.
mean,
Shazam!
he's
Yeah.
sold it. It's not Shazam.
Yeah.
Shazam!
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Jim Neighbors, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ended up dying of kidney failure in Hawaii.
Yep.
Well, if you got
After
to
he,
die of kidney failure, that's what I'd want to do it.
what a place to go, right? Yeah.
In Ohio, in Hawaii, probably with a bunch of hot women around him.
You don't want to die of kidney failure. I saw my husband go through the part. I mean,
Yeah.
he failure at the end. He was 95 pounds right the day two before he died. When he died, he was 209.44. His body was literally, he would make Mark look anorexic. No, I'm serious. He was so.
Oh,
The fluid
bloated.
had nowhere to go, and they couldn't do dialysis because that would lower his blood pressure. Man, I would never wish anybody to go through that.
Francis Bavier, Beauvert,
Javier.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Bouvier?
OVA, something like that. Yeah, I thought it
No,
was.
that's Jacqueline Kenny.
Okay, you're right.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Oh,
No
remember-
time for sergeants. Yeah.
vaguely.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's Bavier, I guess. Is her name? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, she was around a long time. She didn't leave us until 1989.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was 87.
Yeah. She, according to one of the stories that Andy Griffith told, was that the day before she passed away, she called him and said she wished she'd gotten to know him better and spent a little more time getting to know the cast.
Mhm.
'Cause she was stage trained, and she just apparently,
looked down her nose at the rest of the staff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah.
yeah, she apparently didn't like her, and part of it was I think she was also a bit of an introvert, so she was a shy person anyways, which
Yeah, but if her attitude was because she was stage trained, I'm sorry, but and God bless her and everything, she's gone.
Yeah.
But you weren't that good. When you entered and spoke, everything didn't drop. I mean, she was okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
She was a lovely woman. She seemed like a lovely woman.
What do you mean, Aunt B?
Yeah.
Aunt B,
What
yeah.
was the tail end of her? If you've seen her in like Othello or something like that, you might have a different opinion.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, or Macbeth or something.
I guess, but if you are classically trained and you are it, you should be able to play any role and you should stand out and steal the scene.
Right.
That's a good point.
You
I'm saying
got
she
to
was doing
depend
that
on,
role,
on
yeah.
you got to depend on the strength of the writing. Then I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chuck.
Yeah, and it's a little hard to kind of screw up, Shakespeare. Yeah. I mean, you can screw it up, but I mean, hell, any stage classically trained actor or actress should know Shakespeare left, backwards and forwards. So
Mhm.
it doesn't require a lot.
To
There
be or
is-
not to be.
The writing was much better than, say, some of the comedy writers that were on the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, but you've seen classically trained actors get roles in Star Wars and Star Trek and this and that,
Yeah.
and kill it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and
Right.
kill it. So
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Good actors are good actors, no matter what.
No matter what the role. Yeah. Laurence Olivier with that, he's definitely stands out as one of the
Fucking
best.
what's his name? Picard.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. Yes.
I mean, he was a Shakespearean actor.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
What?
And he started out with his nose up in the air, but the rest of the crew, they just got along, and pretty soon he realized he was missing out on all the fun.
Well, let me tell you something. If he sucked when that series first started, that first season, he was flat. and one dimensional, and it was like I'm here because they're paying me. It really came across that way. But as the series continued and his character developed, you started to like him. You know what I mean?
Right,
But at
exactly.
first, oh, it was terrible. It was terrible, and I never liked Riker to this day. To this day,
The adverts now.
I thought it was a
he
little
was
full
a
of himself.
goofball.
Yeah, he's a little bit out of
Ooh,
the
the
mirror.
girl. I just, I thought it was terrible. I did. You know why he did that thing with the leg over the chair?
Why?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The
I know
classic,
what
it's
you
a
mean.
classic Riker move. He come whatever chair he came to.
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
swung his leg over the chair and sat in it.
Here,
Like he was
okay.
airing the boys out, on the way down to the chair. And the reason he did that had nothing to do with that. It had to do with his back. He had a really bad back,
and
and that was the easiest way for him
easiest
to
way
get.
for him to sit in a chair.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you know that? Did a little trivia for you.
Oh,
right there.
I did.
Wow,
that.
you guys are dorks.
Wow, you guys are really dorks.
Yeah.
He
Yeesh.
yeah, he's from Pennsylvania, by the way. Did you know that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in Pennsylvania.
That explains everything, right?
Yeah, I don't remember anything else about it, but yeah, he's from Pennsylvania.
About his nuts and his back and his where he's from, huh?
Well, I mean, what they did was they split Kirk's personality and gave it to different characters because Kirk did everything. He bedded the green alien, female alien.
Yeah.
He was the leader.
With the black girl.
Huh? He
made out with a black
first
girl.
interracial kiss on television.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah,
Yes, it was.
Black girl, and I liked it.
they made a big deal out of that. Him and Uhura. And I don't know why they made such a big deal. Have you seen her? It wouldn't have been hard
Yeah,
for anybody.
It wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it would.
No, she was fine.
Well, I mean, her and Gene Roddenberry were
The
having
blonde chick.
affairs. So.
The blonde chick was the one for me.
Which
Can't think of her name
one?
right now?
You
And
just-
what's her nuts or whatever.
Well,
She always wore
blonde chick.
red. No, she was wearing blue.
Tasha Yar?
Red or blue.
She always wore her uniform. Yeah.
No, I can't remember if she's in with the red uniform crew or the blue uniform crew. You know what I'm saying?
Well, didn't
I can't remember if she was in engineering or if she was.
Yeoman Rand, is that what you're?
Yeah, maybe. She had, blonde, she had like a poof dealio thing.
Are we
like
talking
that.
original series? Yeah, that
Yeah.
would have been probably Yeoman Rand. Yeah.
Again,
with the poofy
60s.
blonde hair.
They all had that. Just to be
like the
the
Mary
beehive.
Tyler Moore
Beehive.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't Gene?
But I know who
Roddenberry-
you're talking about.
Yeah, that would have been.
Said, Mom,
She left the show in bad terms too. Actually,
Yeah.
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 But she came back and did. I think she came back and they did the movies.
Yep. Yep.
now the
Yeah.
person with the most amazing career through all that was Nurse.
Chapel.
Huh?
Nigel
Yeah,
Barrett.
she's the one that did the voice for the computer. and all
Majel
that.
Barrett. Yeah, she
Yeah.
made money on that TV series for what, 40 years,
still is.
50 years.
Oh yeah.
She
Well,
was,
she was in all of the movies.
Yeah.
She was in
Majel Barrett.
She was in. Yeah. Well, I mean, she was married to Gene Roddenberry. So.
She was, but she was good. She was good. She was
good,
entertaining and funny and over the top. She was an over the top character.
Who is she? Nurse Chapel?
Nurse Chapel.
Yeah, Nurse Chapel in the beginning, but later on she became other
Became
characters,
Dr.
and she was the voice of the computer.
Right.
Yeah.
Computer.
Yes.
I knew that.
But aside from that, she was also Troy's mother.
Yeah.
oh,
That's
that's
right.
right.
She played that part,
She played number one in the pilot.
Oh,
Yeah.
the dark haired one. Yeah.
Yep.
That was her. That's right.
Okay, goes.
Yep.
And Nichelle Nichols had actually been having an affair with Gene Roddenberry and introduced Majel Barrett to him. You know, I think she was wanting to break it off, and so she interviewed her. You know, her replacement.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it went like that, but that's it's
Well,
Take the old man off my hands, would you?
Well, in the book, she sort of, because I've got her book, and she sort of, that's the way she portrays it now.
she wanted to get out of it, and she was hoping this was a
Well,
graceful,
yeah,
a
something
graceful
along
way
that
to do
line.
it.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't going to marry her, and obviously, she knew that they couldn't get married, and there wasn't really a future there. So at the
I tell you
time,
what, if you want to protect your career, you break up with the guy, maybe you lose your job. But if you do it this way, he feels guilty, and you never lose your job.
yeah, exactly.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah,
thing.
she was a very intelligent person. She really
Yes.
was.
I'm sure she was. Her brother wasn't so smart.
Her brother.
Yeah,
her
her brother
brother?
was. Do you remember when that asteroid was heading towards us, and that cult all killed themselves because they thought they were going to ascend into the?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Her brother was one of those guys that
Drink
killed
the
themselves.
Kool-Aid.
to
Those
ascend.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did they
Gate of
call it?
Heaven or Gate? No, Gate.
Heaven's
whatever.
Gate.
Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's
Heaven's
Gate.
Gate.
Gate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Her brother was
Wow.
a Heaven's Gator. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
lost her brother. Lost her brother to
That's what
suicide
happened on Heaven's Door.
when they all did that. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that was a downer. Sorry, I brought that up. Holy
Yeah.
cow. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go down cults, are we?
Yeah, let's not.
How about
Yeah,
them cults?
How about the ghosts? How about the Moonies? They kind of
What about-
disappeared, didn't they?
Yeah, boy.
The Moonies, the
Moon-
Moonies nearly caused a tragedy for me. Do you want to hear my
Yeah.
story?
Yeah.
Okay. I was living in Pennsylvania at the time, and I had only been to Florida one time to go to Disney World in high school on a class trip. I'll tell you that story someday too. But anyway, I was down here because my grandmother passed away, and I came down to help my aunt with the arrangements and this and that, and grandma had me in the will, whatever. So I drove down and I got a van. I didn't mean to get a van. I meant to get a micro, whatever, you know what I mean? But they didn't have any, so I ended up with a Grand Caravan, which was sweet. It was quite the upgrade. It was actually it was a tricked out Grand Caravan, comfortable and nice, which was great because I took the opportunity to visit the other side of the family, which also lived in Florida, whatever. So since I had that, it became my job to collect up all my grandmother's friends in the van and take them to the wake. You know, the Irish have wakes, and I was driving in. She lived in Tampa area in. Was it Treasure Cove? Was it no? It was St. Pete Beach. It was one of them. Treasure Island. Treasure Island. I'm not sure. It was a nice area, and I collected them all up, and I'm driving on the road. And the Moonies were a big thing back then. And what they were, if you guys don't know, which you probably do, is they had these gorgeous young girls in bikinis standing on street corners selling flowers.
Yep.
And people would stop and buy the flowers just to talk to the girls, you know. And there was a Mooney girl on the corner, and she was
nice bouquet, lady.
She was stunning.
Yeah.
This was before Joy, by the way, just to be clear. Just to be clear, honey. It was a long time ago. And there was a Mooney girl on the corner, and I was, you know, I'm a guy. And I've got a van load of old ladies, you know, talking about my grandma and going on. We're on our way. We're all kind of sad, but you know how they are. They expect it because we're old. And I did it. This is this close to smashing into the vehicle in front of me. Had to slam on the brakes, and I had a whole bunch of geriatrics hit me in the back of the head. What was that? Oh God, I forget what excuse I came up with. I didn't say. I was looking at the girl with the fur bikini on over there with the flowers on the corner there. So Reverend Sun Young Moon nearly caused me to have a really bad day. Did you imagine I had a bad accident with all the guests? I mean, this is on my way to my grandmother's funeral because I was looking at some fur-covered tits.
But you know what? The cops would have felt sorry for you because with that many old ladies in there, they were probably all telling you which way to turn this, turn out. You know,
it was a problem. They actually, I mean, there was all kinds of effort to get them off the streets because they were causing car accidents all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
they highlighted that in a movie with one of the last movies that Brad Pitt did. It was what was that movie where he's a handyman and he ends up saving Sharon Stone? It's kind of a play on the deal with Helter Skelter. That guy. It's a play on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Something
yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Something Hollywood. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, they did
Yeah.
a play on that where the girls are standing on the side of the road in the bikinis, but they were actually working
Yeah,
for.
you're referring to Charles Manson.
Thank you.
Charles
They were
Manson.
working for Charles Manson, though, not
Mhm.
the
yeah.
Reverend Moon. Yeah.
I still see clips of those on YouTube where the guy comes out and he's got that revolver with the long barrel,
Yeah.
and his dog attacks him,
Yeah.
and the crazy chick tries to shoot him, and he.
Oh, they show that all the time in
He hits her
short.
with a soup can, right?
Yes,
They
that's
said
right.
they can't dog food or
It's with a
whatever.
soup can.
Smash
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it.
was
he's-
a soup can. Yeah, I thought it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I wasn't
Yes,
sure.
that's
You're right.
what-
You're right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
I
movie.
love that movie. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
They make Jackie Chan. I'm not Jackie Chan. They make Bruce Lee look like such a douchebag, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
might have been. I
his
don't know.
estate was really pissed off at them for the Tarantino. Not Tarantino. Who did that?
Yeah, that was Tarantino's.
Was
I
it
believe it was
Tarantino? They were so pissed at him for that, you know. And had Brad Pitt's character knocking the shit out of him like he was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of funny shit. Yeah. Yeah, he hits that girl with the soup can. Then he's got his that pit bull or whatever kind of dog it was.
Yeah.
American bully, and he and really well trained. And the dog just knew what to do. That's all he had to do. And the dog would, took the gun out of bit the guy's arm with the gun, bit him in the crotch with another, it's funny stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who has seen that? Who has seen those outtakes? Raise your hand in the chat.
Oh,
I've seen
In
them.
the
They're
chat.
awesome.
mhm.
Yeah, it made me watch the movie because I hadn't seen the movie because the movies like that are not something I flock to. You know what I mean?
No,
And
I
saw the
haven't-
outtakes and I go, "Holy shit! Let me go see this movie. Let me watch."
Well,
this
that's what I do. The same thing. I see these out there, and I look the movie up. But I still will. I mean, it's got that outtake got to be really good for me to actually pay for the movie.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is. Depending on how much it is. I mean, I like the sales where renting the movie is $1 cheaper than owning it. When that comes. So I just
Yeah.
buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do the same
Probably
thing.
gonna
Yeah.
fall asleep watching it. And, at least I'll check it again another time. And that Funicello never wore a bikini in any of her bikini movies. That's interesting. Is that true?
She wore
That
one
is
piece
true,
every
because-
time, didn't she?
One
Why
part
else
of it.
Why else would you watch Annette
She's
Funicello?
underage, wasn't she? Underage or something?
No.
Oh, she was a Mouseketeer.
She was a Mouseketeer.
She was a Mouseketeer, and the reason she did that was because Walt Disney had asked her not to behave like a lot of the young people because it would look badly on her and
What, her
on him.
entire career she didn't do that? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Nope.
She
did like
I
20
recall
movies,
seeing her fun bags on full display, more or less, because that was, as a young girl, she wasn't decked like that, but as an adult, she severely was. But
She filled out.
yeah, huh?
She filled out.
She did fill out. She did.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Darin movies.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who else did movies like that? Like the beach movies.
Oh God, she's the one that played Gidget, and then was
Sally Field.
Patty Davis.
Sally Fields, yeah.
Patty Duke Davis.
Oh, Patty Davis.
Yes.
Patty Davis Duke. I don't know. Patty Duke Davis. She married a.
Yeah.
Patty Duke.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh God, who played the Flying Nun?
That was
Sally
Sally Field.
I got the two mixed up.
I love that show when I was a kid.
Sister Bertrill.
Yeah, I got the two mixed up.
Yep.
I loved it when I was a kid. It was
And
really as
Smokey
hell.
and the Bandit. Yep.
What's that?
Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Officer and the Gentleman. She was like in 100 movies.
Yep.
Oh yeah, she's a
Yeah,
half ton.
Forrest Gump.
Yep,
Forrest Gump.
Mother, yeah.
she's the mother,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, she was the
Yep.
mother.
I saw an outtake from that movie just the other day. They're bringing them back. The Forrest Gump outtakes on
Yeah.
YouTube in shorts or whatever. I'm like,
Yep.
holy crap!
Yeah, it's obviously the algorithms.
like
like,
that.
She did wear a two-piece in one of the films, and I think it's when she was older. But as far as
Who?
she Annette Fumicella,
Okay.
she wore a she wore a bikini, but she wore a mesh top over the top of it, so it was more like a two-piece
mm,
swimsuit, not necessarily the skimpy bikinis, but yeah.
Yes, Patty Duke did marry
Yeah. John
John
Aston.
Aston.
John Aston.
John Aston. Don Adams. Did you see
John
Don Adams?
Aston. John Aston. Gomez Adams.
John
Yeah.
Aston is correct.
Close
Yeah.
enough. Don Adams.
Don Adams
Yeah,
is, if you said Don Adams, you would have missed it by this much.
That much.
Yeah.
And
And her son, her son Sean Aston was not his.
Wow.
No.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh.
That came out
Tell us more.
came out years later, but he still considered him his son.
Okay, wait a second. Wait. Shh.
Breaking
Daddy's
news.
only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a
Yeah.
crazy pair.
But they're cousins.
They're identical in every way. Yeah, identical cousins. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, dad and mom's got a secret.
Yeah.
Well, if in her case, her father and her uncle were twins.
Yeah, that's right. Mhm.
Oh well, okay. Genetically, I could. All right, I could.
And yeah, like with
but the mothers are different.
with Judy's family, it could have happened there because the two brothers, two of her uncles, they were twins, and then they married the
Twins.
No, we get it. We get it. They're twins, so somehow.
Yeah. And if they'd married twins, yeah, they genetically could be the same. Judy's cousins were all double cousins because they had, her mother was the oldest, her father was the oldest of the family, and then the two younger siblings married the other two younger siblings. So yeah.
Wow, these people need to get out.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they were really limiting the gene pool there.
Pretty much, yeah, yeah. So
without breaking it,
It's a very shallow pool.
To be fair,
It's a kiddie pool.
it got worse than that because one of the aunts died, and the one of the twins, her uncle, remarried, and it just so happened was the mother-in-law to his son. She was widowed,
Okay.
But it's after that, yeah, it's like, does he call her Ma because it's his mother-in-law, or because it's his wife's mother, or because it's his stepmother? It's like, well, Ma works, so that's what he called her. Yeah, it was confusing family. That's what,
your last name is Habsburg. Yeah.
no. It wasn't, but yeah.
Because Habsburgs, royal family that married a lot. That's how they got the Habsburg in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles, King of Spain.
I could see them a comedy series with a king, and using the Patty Duke show. They're cousins, and they're talking about him and his wife.
They are royalty.
Yeah.
They like caviar.
And actually, there was no inbred. It just happened to be three brothers married three sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Seven brides for seven brothers.
None of this was inbreeding. It was
and then the widower married the widow. It
just
so
limited scope of operations. But you didn't cross that barrier,
Threshold.
that threshold, allegedly.
The threshold. I like
Yeah,
that.
Well,
I'm a
my
threshold
cousin and his
crosser,
wife
baby.
were already married, and then right after they got married, about a week after they got married, his mother died, and then a few years later, the dad remarried and married the widow woman. So
The widow woman. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
she was a pain in the ass. I'll tell you that much.
She was into that.
Yeah.
I
That's
think,
what she said.
yeah, she was
Not to you.
Sure, huh? Was her
She's
name
one of these
Patty
real
King?
holier than thou church going type ladies that was just a real strict pain in the ass. And her and I didn't get along.
Oh, no?
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Really?
Stop it.
No way.
I used to
Someone
go
didn't
out of
get
my
along
way
with
to
you?
I used to go out of my way to piss her off, and she'll say, "You're being the devil," and I said, "Mm-hmm, yep."
You're right. You're right, Mike. Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
Oh. See, now Warren, being an older fella, they'll have spare kidneys.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to go very far to get matching body parts and stuff. Yeah,
That's true. That's
yeah
true.
for transplants. That's true.
Your uncle's
True.
up on the shelf, spare parts. Hey, they're interchangeable. Need a heart?
You know, have you guys done any of those things like Ancestry.com and all that stuff? My cousin just popped up. Hey, we have a possible match. We're first cousins. You know, I mean, she's actually the oldest of the cousins than me
Right.
by
Yeah.
a year, by like a year. You know what I mean? But she was my mother's brother's daughter. I mean, it's pretty close, but we only share like 17%.
Oh, okay.
I got to talk to somebody about that. What's going on?
That was the other way.
You know what it is? Her mother was from Aunt Loretta, who was a doll. I loved her. She was from Southern Italy.
You're
And
right.
my grandfather's side was from Northern Italy, so we didn't share even the Italian part's only half. And they're not that. You know what? They're not 100% accurate anyway. It's all about what regions these genes have been found in. You know, they got some. You know, Northern Italy. For a while there, they had me being part French. Now they retracted from that because, well, no, the people from southern France, which were probably the originators of the Latin people, went south and east and landed in northern Italy. You know, so there's a genetic sharing there. But yeah, now they don't even mention it. And for a while there, it was like that region of northern Italy was actually part of southern France.
French, you say, huh?
Blunt tunnel.
I'm not. Apparently, I'm not.
In France to Courmayeur in Italy.
I have some Levant. I have some Levant in me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
Interesting.
Do you have any black in you?
Yeah.
Do you want some?
Would you like some?
Bring under the
Would
bus.
you like some?
No, Saharan. But I put Levant, as you might know, is the region where Israel is. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Everybody
Nani
asks
too.
you, would you like some?
wow, me too, Warren. I'm still waiting for them. Huh?
Oh, good night, Brenda.
Good night, Brenda.
Good night, Brenda. Thank you as always for stopping in. We appreciate you.
Always
Thanks for bringing
appreciate
a little
her.
feminine energy around here. Oh wait, hey Alexis. There's no joke there. We always have art anyway, so.
But anyway, this person may be a first cousin of yours. I mean, they did recognize that. So it's kind of cool in a way, you know. I mean, they show up when people buy the program, you know. But then you know what they want for that? For you to actually,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I just paid that one-time thing just to see where I'm allegedly from, you know. But that family tree thing is like $25 a month.
Yeah, nice.
You know, people got to be. It didn't used to be. It used to be a hell of a lot cheaper than that.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, to what? Are you that lonely or something? You got to track. You know, it's interesting. I find it interesting. But do I find it like I need to know it to know my identity? Not even a little. You know, I don't share politics with these people. I I did nothing. Or social nothing. Oh, but that's your history. Well, it's interesting. I still know who I am without
Yep.
knowing any of that.
Oh,
You
Steve.
know,
Well, you know what they say. They say just because Grammy and Grampy or great Grammy and great Grampy or mom and dad scrumped more than once, don't mean you got to deal with the results. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not locked in, like you know.
I know, but I tell you, if you watch media and like in movies and TV shows and like that, when these teenagers find that they're adopted, and it becomes their life's quest to meet the person that gave them up, I, and it just tears them to pieces. Again, I'd be interested to know if that was the case, but I wouldn't be torn to pieces. But maybe that's me. I mean, are they that insecure in themselves and who they are?
Yeah,
What's the
there
difference?
they are.
What's the difference of what the ancestors were? What
Yeah,
difference does it make?
Yeah.
ancestors.
There's these two guys that played online games with us, with like Call of Duty and all that.
Oh.
And they were best friends in high school and all this stuff. And the one guy, his dad had divorced and remarried, and the other guy, he didn't. I never heard whether he was adopted or anything, but turned out the one guy went ahead and did that. Ancestry me, the DNA thing.
23andMe.
These guys live 2 blocks from each other. They've known each other for years. Turns out they're half brothers.
Okay. Which
Yeah.
half? Which half?
I knew that
Well,
was
apparently
coming.
through the
That's
daddy, that was he obviously apparently daddy got around a lot in that neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Papa
Up in
was a
Michigan.
Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
That's what you get for not leaving the neighborhood you grew up in. See,
Yeah.
you gotta
I think that's why he moved to Arizona to get some fresh blood.
get some friends. Yeah, he got tired of the. Never mind the familial. Never mind.
Yeah, all of the ladies in the neighborhood apparently
See,
thought he was
Mark
something.
says this. Who wants to admit being genetically linked to Hitler? We're all genetically linked to Hitler. Just to be
Yeah.
clear, by the way.
Yeah.
How many steps are we from being related to each other? Everybody.
It's like
So-
6.
And who cares?
So that's 6 points of separation where you can have contact, not being related. We're all related.
No, I know, but if you
You know.
follow the alleged genetic profile of humankind, it all started from one spot. We supposedly came from Africa, all of us. That means we're related to everybody.
Mhm.
We are.
Well,
if that
that
is
would
the
be
source,
upstream, though,
if
not
that's the source of
downstream.
modern man
it's
and
different.
humankind. They've science has put this forth that there's a mother of mankind, and it stems from Africa,
Yeah.
which means we're all somewhere. It doesn't matter how many steps back it is, but somewhere, some way, somehow, we're all related.
I'm okay with being upstream. We're all upstream from a lungfish too, or whatever. But we're not. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying?
no.
Or from a little rodent or whatever. But I don't want to be downstream
That's
from
that's a
Hitler.
lot.
I'm okay
Yeah,
with
but
not being
I'm talking about true human. That's a lot closer than a lungfish.
My point is that we might be upstream from a bacteria. I'm cool with that, but I don't want to be downstream from Hitler.
I don't care. I wouldn't care.
I don't think anyone is.
It
I
has
don't think we
nothing
have
to
any
do with
choice.
me. It has nothing I did or any of my progenitors did. That was him. That's one person. You're not genetically programmed to be a megalomaniac that wants to exterminate races of people who thinks that, it's just because someone in your history did. It's like saying, look, there was research on my last name. Allegedly, there was around the turn of the previous century, there was a Ronin who was on the Irish court in Ireland, and he actually was from Northern Ireland because he was the representative of Ireland in the English court. They only gave him one, and it was Ronin for whatever period of time. Could have been 2 weeks for all I know. And he actually presided over the Terrible Seven, which was a terrorist group around the same time, at the same time. And one of those guys was a Ronin. They're not related. There were just 6 or 7 distinct Ronin families in Ireland. And thing is, who am I related to? What difference does it make? I'm not that guy that got
Yeah.
hung by the other guy that judged over him. You know what I mean? I'm me. So I don't care. Hitler could be my. I don't care. What's the difference?
Yeah, that's right.
You know? What because that's and that would be a shame for that family because they do exist. You know, his progeny. I mean,
Yep.
they exist. You know,
He doesn't have any progeny to my knowledge.
and they are not him. Whatever
His
that
nephew-
fucker was, they're not him. Just because they're genetically linked to him, that's crazy.
No, of course not. Like a cousin.
Yeah,
or
his
whatever, no.
nephew did immigrate to the United States back in the 30s.
Oh, cool.
And
I'm descended of some pretty not great people,
yeah,
but that's not me.
So that's for the sensitivity.
I'm related to Richard
Okay.
Nixon. Need I say more?
I am not a crook.
Just saying.
I
You
am
are.
not
You
a
are.
He was Nixon was a Mendenhall twice.
Yeah.
Shows what inbreeding will do.
Yep. Yeah, but
Nixon was all right, man.
using the right
One-
men.
You know, you got to take the totality of someone's life. You can't, one mistake and
Oh, yeah.
that
What are you talking
defines
about?
you.
I
Nixon.
missed it. Huh?
Nixon.
Richard
You're talking about
Nixon.
Nixon.
Richard Nixon was actually a damn good president,
He
And-
was, yeah.
but not the greatest. He was. He opened the doors of China. He froze. He froze inflation. He froze prices. Those are left wing things. Fiscally, he was actually pretty liberal.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
And those things today, the conservatives would never consider doing, and libertarians would never consider doing.
Right.
Freezing anything, and he actually froze
Well,
prices, and all that did
Wage
was
price.
supplies. Prices ended up having to go up anyway because there was no supply. So when he lifted it, everything came back, but the prices were way up, and it was just stupid. You can't
Well,
you
yeah,
can't legislate prices.
Yeah,
just
so he wasn't
Exactly.
that great of a president then.
No, you what you can do is you can introduce fiscal policies that make it more conducive to do business in a way that you're able to do it more efficiently, and you know what I mean. You can't directly take control of an industry and set a price. It's not that's fantasy land because you still have to purchase the products to whatever that product is. You still have to you're still in
The costs. Yeah.
well, yeah, because you can't control the costs, but you're
Right.
going to control the price. That's impossible. That doesn't happen. Not in the real world. What
Right.
you can do is you can make it cheaper to do business. You can do things to make it better to do business, and sometimes you raise price. You do things to interfere so that you can locally develop it, which is what the tariffs and but I don't want to get too much into that. But the government needs to stay the fuck out of it. Taking over grocery stores in New York is never ever going to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, now if you're a citizen in New York and you got this government controlled grocery store and the prices are pretty decent at first because they will be, just like Obamacare was at the beginning. The prices were super cheap. Now I just have my wife on it and it costs within $50 of what it used to cost for both of us on Blue Cross when I paid out of pocket.
Mhm.
And this is not that long a period of time. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Let the government stay out of it and let the market do what it's supposed to do.
Right.
Mark,
I agree with
you understand any of this? Because I don't think you do.
Ha! Stop it with Mark. Mark, no one understands government control better than someone that lives in England. Okay.
Yeah.
It's insane. They've gone way, way, way.
Yeah, we
way.
won't even talk about Dennis. Anyway.
So, but it
What's
is
it
what
like
it
the
is.
Obamacare now? They're talking about, well, they need to extend. I hope they do because we're on it, but for at least a year. But they need to do something better because if you're constantly having to take a huge portion of our budget to supplement this program, that means the program's not freaking working. It was supposed to lower people. Allegedly, that's what the promise was. It was going to lower the cost
It's
of
never
our,
meant to
and
do
it
that.
did at first. I mean, like I said, it was great. The price, it was cheap, way cheaper than you could get. And then once you got in it, man, it just went up and up and up and up and up and up.
Yep.
And up. So, Anyway, my
Mhm.
insurance at work went from $50 a paycheck to $230 a check. Yeah, I pay more than that there, Sam.
Yeah, Sam. I mean that
Well,
we
not
have
for
that
mine.
similar problem at my work too, and it's just it's too bad. I think that it's a two-pronged problem, and I think and I hate to use the phrase both sides, but I don't think right now it's so jacked up. I'm not sure what you can do to quote unquote fix it.
Oh,
You
there's
know what I
lots of things.
mean?
There's lots of things you can do.
Yeah.
Right now, it's an
I'm not an
insurance plan. It's
expert
an
personally, I guess,
it's
but
an insurance plan that's supplemented by the federal government. And but how much? But it's like a shell game. It's like when we were selling cars. I'm going to give you 20 grand for your 15 grand car. Hey, what a great deal. But they're just playing with the numbers because you're actually paying more than you realize for the vehicle that you're purchasing. And that's the bullshit that they've been pulling. They supposedly this policy that might be $450 a month now for this HMO is worth $1,200, but we're giving you all this money in the. Well, how did an $450 a month HMO? How did it become worth $1,200 to begin with? What the f? I mean, at first you knew there was going to be a jump because they took away pre-existing conditions, and pre-existing conditions was valid. They that was a thing because people wouldn't pay for their insurance, so they weren't paying into the pool until they actually got sick, and then they would get sick and get insurance and expect the insurance company to cover it. Well, that was the thing that happened when they brought in Obamacare was they got rid of pre-existing conditions. So whatever anybody had, the insurance companies immediately had to start paying for it. Even though this person never paid into it over the years. I mean, because that's the idea of the whole thing. You're paying into insurance all your life for when you get sick, and maybe you get some of it back.
right.
You can't get all of it back or more than you put in because guess what? Insurance would disappear. They have to make some money. They have to make some money to run it. Even if it was run
Right.
by the government, it can't be negative.
Okay.
You know.
Right. I think that, but what I'm saying is that the government should stay out of it. I don't think
Yeah.
the government has a place in it, is where I'm
Well,
at.
that was my
And,
original
and I
point.
don't think that
I agree.
either side's ideas are better than the others, is what I'm trying to say. I don't give a shit who's got the idea. Who's ever, I don't think I think the government should stay out of it, period.
Mhm.
That's what I think.
You're talking about sides. I don't know even why you brought that
Sides.
up. I
I
didn't. I
don't
didn't.
care
I
if a
didn't present
Republicans come
anybody's
out with a
side.
plan
I.
that everybody's going to
didn't.
go, it's awesome. Okay, can I talk? If the Republicans come out with
I'm,
a plan that they think is awesome, or the Democrats come out with a plan they think is
no,
awesome.
you're saying that now, but nobody said that. Nobody said Democrat
I
or
didn't say you
Republican.
did.
We're
I'm
talking
saying
about.
it.
We're talking
I'm
about
saying
the
it.
the insurance policy, the government-run insurance policy itself. I didn't even bring up the fact that it was an Obama plan. I don't care. It's not
No,
the point.
but
It's what we have now, and I've used it in the past, and it was okay, but
Mhm.
it's no longer okay.
Right.
Is my point. But I'm not saying this is a political thing. I'm talking
No.
about what is in existence now. And there are other things that can be done.
Yeah,
For
like leaving
example,
it
instead
alone.
of sending all the money directly to the insurance companies, where they tell you how much their costs are and whatever, they're talking about now sending the money and this is nothing new. Health insurance savings accounts. That's not a new thing.
Mm.
It's been around,
Yeah.
but there's a lot to work out.
I
But
don't think the government
I
should be
wasn't getting into
involved.
the
That's all I'm trying
politics
to
of it.
say.
I wasn't getting into the politics of it at all.
No,
I'm just saying that insurance is high, and that particular market, the insurance marketplace needs to be. We can't just keep kicking the can down the road and just taking larger and larger chunks of our economy and immediately giving it to insurance companies.
okay.
That's
Yeah, I
all.
don't think the government should be involved. They shouldn't subsidize it. They shouldn't do anything. They should stay out of it and let the market deal with it.
Well, the government can help subsidize low income people so that they can afford insurance. There's nothing wrong. That's not a party idea. That's an everybody could possibly agree with that. You don't want
That's
people to
Medicaid.
not have insurance.
That's Medicaid, isn't it?
They could try stopping.
Yeah, but and Medicaid they need to work on too because it's rife with fraud. And that's what they've been working on. Nobody wants people to get sick and die.
Okay.
But the more efficient you do it, the more resources are there to take care of people who really need it.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay,
I don't know. Go ahead, Lloyd.
Well, you said we don't want people to die, but then you turn around and say, well, but if we do it more efficient, are we talking about dying more efficiently or doing the insurance more efficiently?
What the fuck you think I'm talking about?
He's trying to joke. It's a
What a
play on words
ridiculous.
there.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. What kind of a man do
It's
you
a
think
play on
I
words. That was
am?
a good one.
Wrong timing, Lloyd.
Well, I mean, I was just
No, I'm just saying 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I had better insurance and I paid less. It's just that
Right.
simple.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
government wasn't involved. They weren't subsidizing anyone's insurance.
Well, yeah.
There was Medicaid, there was Medicaid or Medicare, and then people went out and got jobs and got insurance.
I know.
Up through their jobs or
I know.
they paid for their own damn insurance.
I know. That's why a lot of us were very disappointed when the healthcare marketplace passed.
That's my point. We
Yeah.
should just stay the government.
Yeah,
should stay out
my
of it.
cousin, his medical bill went up to like $450 a month from what he was where the company he was with was, they were paying into part of it. He was paying into part of it. It cost him like $120 a month, and he had like a Cadillac plan of insurance. But as soon as the government stepped in, now he's got half the coverage, and like you said,
Once upon a time, 40 years ago, I was already working salary jobs, and you didn't even see the cost of your insurance in your paycheck. It was actually just a benefit that they paid for, and not just for you and your entire family.
Yeah.
And these weren't even the greatest jobs, even as a restaurant manager or whatever, any salaried position, and that was a given.
I worked in a factory.
You worked and your family had health insurance.
Yeah.
What's that?
I worked in a factory for $9 an hour and I had full medical and dental.
No, they fucked that up. They killed it. They killed it.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. The government got involved and now it's all fucked up. And I don't think more government involvement is going to fix it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, no,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, right. Well, that's right.
Yeah. They
government want to fix it.
Yo.
Hey, how about them drones? Yeah. How about them? Hey, who's flying what for the holidays? Yeah.
I think that was the thing for yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I flew this today. I might fly it again tomorrow if the weather's halfway decent.
Cool.
It's a fun little drone, I gotta say. It flies really well. I flew with the regular controller, and it flew really well. I haven't really messed with it too much with the goggles other than just to test it. The one thing about it that's negative, I don't want to be that guy, I gotta find something negative to say. It has a weak GPS. So if you go under anything, immediately you lose GPS, which is okay in this drone. If you're not too high or whatever, it's fine.
Right.
It's not like but it loses GPS like that. Yeah. You get into some trees.
But are you upset you didn't get a bag with it?
No, isn't that funny though? You didn't get a bag. Yeah, that's like the first drone when you got a fly more kit of any kind. Was that the first one? What was the Air 3 or one of the air drones that feels like you got a fly more combo without a bag a few years ago, and it was you can't win with you already know that, Dominic. If they include a bag, nobody likes the bag. Everybody hates the bag.
Yeah, I read a lot about it on social media.
Yeah, you can't win. You're going to lose no matter what. They include a bag. Everybody hates the bag. They don't include a bag. Everybody bitches that they didn't include a bag. And it'll be the same goddamn person. It'll be the same reviewer.
Oh yeah.
It'll be Gavnar or whoever. It'll be like, the Air 2 had a bag. I can't remember which one it is. Maybe it was the Air 2. Air 2S seemed like it had a bag. It feels like they had a Flymar without a bag. And everybody lost their fucking
Neo 1.
Oh, the Neo 1 absolutely did not have that. No. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a decent little drone. The price is okay. $250 or whatever it is. So yeah. So hey, it's not a bad little dealio. And it follows really well. I was really impressed. It follows really well. So it's fun. So anyway,
what are those?
The Neos on sale, by the way. If anybody doesn't know that, let me put out some sale stuff. The Neos on sale again for $159 on Amazon. Then the Flymore combo with 2 batteries in the hub is like $229 or something goofy like that, like stupid cheap. And then with the controller, I believe it's barely 300 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then with the goggles and everything, it's 419. The goggles, the
419.
N3, the motion controller, 3 batteries, the hub, and the drone. It's 419. The damn goggles are 285 on eBay right now, or
Yeah,
on Amazon.
what
They're almost
goggles are
pushing
they? Which
the
are they?
N3. The N3.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that
So
the one
even
that came
cheaper
with the Bada
goggles.
too?
No, the goggles. You can get the N3 for the Ibotta 2, I believe, right now. But the original goggles that came with the Ibotta 2 was the goggles 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But the N3s, right now you can't get the N3s are the cheapest goggles you can buy from DJI, and they came out for $230, I think, but you can't get them for that because nobody has them. So everybody's gouging you for like $285. I think is the lowest I've seen them.
Yeah, I
for.
think they're still listed on DJI's site for $230 or $239.
$229 or whatever. Yeah,
Something like
but
that,
they've been
yeah.
unavailable forever.
Quit giving them all these extra, the Bada 3 or goggles 3, goggles 2, goggles V1, V2, just start with 1 and just go 2, 3, 4, and 5 and make it simple. Don't add a prefix to it because old people like me get confused.
Ah, everybody gets confused when it comes to that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? I understand why they did it because the goggles V1 and goggles V2 looked exactly the same. They're just slightly different internals. So
Right.
I can
And
see
then-
why they would do that.
Then they did the goggles 2 and the goggles 3.
Right. And the goggles
Yeah.
Integra.
Mhm.
That's where they
Right,
kind of
yeah.
went off the ramp. They're like,
Yep.
Yeah.
okay, here we go. Goggles
Don't
Integra.
forget the beer goggles. Make her
Yeah.
look pretty.
Yes.
So I have the Ibotta 1 and the Ibotta 2. Would either one of my goggles, because I got the Flymore package with both, would
Mhm.
either one of those goggles work with the
Yes.
Neo? Okay.
The goggles 3 will work with the Neo too.
Okay. All right.
And the Motion 3, the motion controller you got with the Ibotta 2 will work with the Neo 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The little wanker.
I like it better than the first one.
I didn't like the first one either. I got returned almost immediately. I hated the first one. No, I didn't return it. I got it for free. That's right. I forgot. Ken sent me the first one for free. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And I still have it. I think it's sitting up on the shelf over there.
Yeah. That's all I've ever flown the Ibottas with was the motion controllers.
Yeah.
But-
So, no, it's a decent little drone, man. If anybody's interested, I can't. I'm not gonna co-sign it, but I would say I would endorse the idea. It's not bad. It's a good little unit. It's fun. It's fun. It's not breaking any new ground or anything, but what kind of it is? The gesture controls were great. Voice controls are pretty good. Not the world's greatest, but they're decent.
I know. I hate gesture controls on this damn camera because every time I go to talk and wave my hand, son of a bitch starts tracking me.
Oh,
Like,
hey, I have the same problem.
yeah.
Well, Lon's only got that one gimpy finger.
Yeah, I'm only gimped out once.
Yeah, one. Yeah. Luckily, it's not your trigger finger.
Yeah, and then my ring finger is a little bit whack too.
Yeah.
This finger is a 15.
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
15. Yeah, because it was cut too, and it's never gone back down.
That's big.
I don't know if that's scar tissue
Yeah,
or whatever.
that's
15.
yeah.
I think this thing's like a 13 and a half or something like that. I mean, it's
Oh,
probably
boy.
too small for my hand now.
Can you get that off? Can you get that off? I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
comfortable, but I can get it off. So.
Okay. Where's my ring? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I think mine's an 8 and it's loose. Yeah.
Okay. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
It's kind of still on there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have one yet, so I gotta wait a while.
Yeah, you
10 or
better,
11.
you better get down there. She's getting hit by cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
better hurry up. Maybe get a life insurance policy on her real quick
Yeah, that's true.
before it's too late.
Or if she gets hit and you might
Yeah. Oh, taking care
I
of
was
the
going
kids.
somewhere.
Why not, Art? She's probably got a life insurance policy on you.
Oh yeah. I
Ooh,
kidding me?
wow. Oh, hey, how many thousand pesos is that? Woo wee!
Yeah, you've been wondering why
No.
all them accidents are happening to you. Now you know.
She's sitting the dolls at home. Boink, boink. Although I don't think Filipinos do voodoo. Well, maybe they do. I don't
You know what? They
Did your
do.
friend that passed? Did he look like you?
Yeah,
Did they just miss? I mean,
Yeah, good. Yeah, maybe it's mistaken identity, Art.
know. It's a
could be.
Colorado
I
comedian.
think he was a little taller than me.
You
Not by
think?
much, but a little taller.
Really? Not by much?
They got to
Yeah.
narrow that down. That's like 80% of the world population.
Yeah, that's right.
80?
Yeah, they're not very
Which is
tall.
kind
There are
Yeah.
there are children, Lon. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
you got to include them.
To about 12.
I think your 8-year-old was taller than me. Yeah,
I was born taller than you, just about.
yeah.
I was born almost 2 foot.
Are people getting bigger? I just seems like more and more often I'm seeing people over 6'2". You know,
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Are they just getting taller?
I think they are because you look back in the 1700s. I mean, the average height was like 5'5", 5'7".
Well, yeah, that's a long time. I'm talking about just from when we were kids to now. I
Wow.
think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
I thought my uncle was a tall man. He was 6'1", but
yeah.
by the time I got in high school, I had friends that were 6'4" and 6'5".
Well, even today, the standard. Are you tall? He's 6 foot tall. Oh, he's 6 foot. 6
Yeah.
foot and above is considered
Tall. Yeah,
Tall.
somewhat tall. Yeah.
I'm allegedly 6'2". I think I'm 6'1" now. So, you
How
know.
about our friend
Gravity.
Kai?
But they got these kids I'm hiring at work, and I'm looking up to them. It's like it's just more and more common. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
yeah, go ahead.
5'9". I just looked it up. It's still
The
the
average man is
that's the average for men. It's 5'9".
still 5'9".
Yeah, it's still
Mhm.
5'9".
Yeah, because it used to be 5. I thought that would have went up.
Yeah.
It might be. It's up from the 1700s or whatever. When Lloyd
Sure.
was a kid, right?
Yeah.
You know, but it's up from then. But
Well,
nah.
there's a big variance between countries. Average male height.
I went to
Oh,
the
yeah.
United States. I did the United States because we're
Sure.
most of us,
Yeah.
except for a couple, are in the United States. I went with it. I didn't go world because then you're factoring in a bunch of Hollanders and whatnot, and you know, and a bunch of other people. It might raise it an inch or two.
I tell you,
The average
the
height.
Samoans seem to have their share of 6 foot plus guys.
Yeah.
So many of the wrestlers are Samoan. and-
I don't know what I got is different. Average in the U.S. is 5'10", or
Yeah.
about 5 feet 9.7 inches to be precise.
Okay.
Blah blah
Well,
blah. Well, that's
Mine's
gone up.
lower
It
than
used to
down.
be lower than that. I'm telling you, it was.
Oh, I
I know.
agree. It was lower. At
Yeah,
some
yeah.
point,
I mean,
yeah.
just in our lifetime, because my stepdad, he's 5'9".
Mhm.
Well, he was. He's like more like 5'8", 5'7" now because he's shrinking.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I remember thinking that I know what he was because I remember reading that was the average height. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I even remember this is
Mhm.
because I've been taller than 5'9" for a long time. But he's 5'9", allegedly, like I said, once
Mhm.
upon a time. But I just the fact, if we've grown, even if it's less than an inch, 5.9 feet 7 inches, even 3/4 of an inch difference just in 50 years, you know, or 40 years anyway, from what am I, almost 65? So figure 45 years from when the first time I was even interested in this and read it. You know what I mean? That's a big change just in a very short period of time.
I agree. My grandpa was probably 5'7". He was pretty short. My dad was like 5'10", and I'm 6'4".
My
But
dad
you know,
was
there's a lot of variables in there, obviously, because you know my
right,
mother's side of
Right,
the
yeah.
family's factored into
right,
that.
right.
You know, I think there's a lot of interbreeding as part of it too.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of race mixing and whatnot. Not necessarily just, you know, so there's a lot of that factoring, and I think diet has a lot to do with it. Like someone mentioned a minute ago, Cool Cat. I think because we have richer diets, obviously it
Mhm.
causes people to have that propensity to grow taller. And
Well,
work
I mean,
with diet.
and right there, I think it's diet probably. That's
I would
cool.
go along with diet.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. Diet.
Or nutrition.
It's also medicine. You know, it's also there's more children living through living through
Yeah,
Adulthood.
a lot less people dying in the crib. You know, a lot less
right. Yeah,
people dying early,
Mhm.
and genetically, you're going to you know, and don't forget, and not to sound weird, but genetically, they say uh, tall people, pretty people. I mean, they attract the opposite sex, and part of being the male
Ooh.
is being bigger, being able to protect you, whatever. And even to this, even with our culture today, women seem to have an affinity for tall men. You'll ask them, "What do you see? What do you want in a man?" And a lot of them to this day still say, "Gotta be tall."
Yeah.
Why are all our
Figure income,
presidents
too.
tall? I mean, there's something about stature uh, that makes people respect them, even if they don't deserve it.
They like me.
6'4".
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
No, I mean I don't disagree that people are getting taller
They are.
without, obviously. I think if you go back, absolutely. So it is what it is. I think there's a lot of it's just mixing and migrating, and there's all kinds of stuff
Migrating.
involved.
Commiserating.
Yeah, colluding,
Yeah.
Colluding.
canoodling,
Plating. Yeah.
conflating.
Yeah.
Hey, we were on the thesaurus thing for a minute there, Art, and you blew
Actually, my dad was 6'1".
it. You blew it. Yeah, blew it.
So him being 6'1" and me being 6'2", that's not earth shattering, is it? And my mom was a little over 5'9", so she was
Right, well,
kind of
there
a
you have it.
she
Wow,
was a
that's
she was a bigger woman, and plus she wasn't skinny either. She was, she was over 200 pounds. And she had my brother. My brother was 10 and a half pounds when he was born. Imagine putting out a 10-pound or 11-pound. I had a cousin that was over 11 pounds.
Oh wow.
God.
It sounds like my turkey I had last year.
Wow, I was 10'9", if I remember correctly.
I was
10
average,
pounds
man.
9, so
I was 7'1", I
10'8".
think, or something. I was just
10'8",
an
yeah.
average baby, 7 pounds.
my sister was only 5 foot tall, and she had one child that was 8 pounds, another one that was 11 pounds, and the last one was 13 pounds.
11, 13.
Were they late? Were they late? Because I was late.
No, they weren't late. She just carried big babies.
Okay.
You know,
Clearly.
Yeah.
You put like a pound. They put nearly a pound a week on, I think, towards the end, right? I mean, it's
yeah, she was.
my son was born premature at 7 months, and he was already still 5'8". And there are full-term babies that are 6 pounds. You know what I mean? That's not that crazy of a. But considering he was born 2 months early and he was already 5'8", and we think that has something to do with it because my second wife was very slim and older, and the growth spurt that was happening now, and he was already a large fetus.
Yeah,
might have been why he was premature.
Yeah,
let's hope it wasn't the fact that we had relations the night before he was born. I carry that guilt to this day. Yeah.
Actually, they say that was one of the back when my kids were being born. They said to progress the childbirth. That was one of the things they recommended.
Was to have relations.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
It didn't hurt the child at all.
That's what they say. Depends on you. I mean, if your thing is this long, you're gonna poke them right in the head.
Well, yeah,
I thought I was beating the
You
kid
don't
in
want
the
your
head
head
one time.
looking like a golf ball. Yeah.
There is that. There is that. Yeah. Okay.
I was concerned. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like,
Hey,
this feels weird.
put that away.
I'm sure
Mind you, this is
they
back.
say it had nothing to do with it, but the fact that you know that we did that, and and then less than 24 hours later, we're in an ambulance going to a neonatal care unit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll carry that for the rest of my life.
Well, yeah, I could see with that, but full term, it didn't seem to make any difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be my dad.
And God bless you for still being attracted to your beach ball wife. That's cool.
You know,
Some
I was
people
young.
are dogs,
What
though.
can
It doesn't matter
What can I say? I was young.
How about that?
Don't look down. You know, you're good. You know?
About that gal that had the
Actually, to be honest
AIDS?
with you, pregnant women have a glow. I think women when you're saying no, but
No,
I don't
you
know.
think so. I don't think so. We have a differing of opinion. That's
Well,
all.
I've lived with and been married to pregnant women, and they looked better while they were pregnant.
Hey, okay. I
They
think
did.
pregnant women are gross.
They were already attractive. I didn't marry ugly. All my wives were very pretty,
Mhm.
and they looked even prettier when they were pregnant. It just had something. There was something about them. Maybe it's in my head. I don't care. But
No.
No, I think
Everybody
yeah,
has their opinion, right?
no, I would agree with you, Bill.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. Well, and there's an attractiveness to the point where you can't get them pregnant again. So have at it. You know.
Well, that's the first couple months. The first couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm
that's
not kidding. I
fucking
thought they looked better. Yeah. You agree with Lon? How? There you go. You should be proud of yourself, Lon. Sam agrees with you on something.
Hey, to each their own. To each
Mhm.
their own. Like I said,
Mhm.
you know, I don't like heavy set women. Period. So
Oh, pot-bellied women.
period.
No.
Absolutely.
I don't like that either.
It's automatically.
I'm a
Automatically,
huge
I'm
hypocrite
already
because
out.
I am so overweight, and a woman with any extra body fat.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's not that I don't think that they're not attractive, good people. It's just Mr. Wonka doesn't want to work, for them, and that's it. That would be Willie.
I don't like them super duper skinny either, though. So
No, what like Tony? No.
So to each their own, man. Like I said, everybody has a type. Some girls don't like tall guys. Some girls don't like short guys. Some girls don't like whatever.
Some girls don't like tall guys.
Yeah,
I think
I've
that's
had girls. I'm tall. Trust me. I've had girls.
No,
maybe they've been using
they
that
may have used that as an
don't get me
excuse because they
wrong.
met you.
Yeah.
Maybe, but it's like first impression, and it was like, no. I've had people tell you
He's
online,
too
you're
tall. I don't
for
like
me.
him.
No, I've had people tell you online and dating sites or whatever back in the day that you're too tall or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like tall guys.
I
Really?
always put down 6'4"
Yeah.
instead of 4'6".
Oh, each their own, man. You'd be surprised. I've had a woman tell me she don't like guys that work too much or that work.
Hey, she was honest. That's cool that she actually was honest about that because there's a lot of them like that. They want
She likes to be able to know where you're going to be.
They want attention and affection, and they need it.
You're going to
They
be
need,
number
they
one in
need,
their
and,
lives.
and you know what that is? That's a dad complex. Seriously.
She'd rather take care of a guy than have him work. I've had girls tell me to my face they'd rather that. So hey, to each their own, man. Everybody's got their own preferences and needs, wants, desires, whatever. Guys like
I mean, that's a problem with a lot of marriages. A lot of guys feel like they're doing the right thing, killing themselves, working themselves to death, not seeing their family, giving up on things like family get-togethers because they got to be at work. I've done that all my life, and you can't do that with the wrong woman because unless they understand that you're doing it for them and and your family, and have respect for that, and understand that you would much rather be with them at whatever that gathering is than at work.
Yep.
It's not like I'm doing this because I prefer to be at work and away from a wedding weddings used to be one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, hey, free booze, free food, dancing, music, they're fun, for married couples, and less danger involved, less shit usually, although that's no guarantee. But I totally agree with you on a lot of things, man. But as far as that's concerned, I don't know.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It is.
I mean, I've supported a girl and then have her cheat on me and then tell me, oh, it's because you're never home. Yo, it's because I was working to support you, stupid. What do you want from me?
Yeah,
I
us.
can't be at home
It's
and work
not-
and support you at the same time.
Right, and it's not even just you; it's us. This was supposed to be us, and we have a future that we're working towards. I mean, I've seen videos where women just going on and on and on about, and I'm going to spend money. Why are we making the money unless why are you making all that money? It's my money too. I'm going to spend it. I'm going to go out. How dare you tell me I should save the money? The whole idea is to build towards a point where you can enjoy each other and enjoy your lives because you have it, because you earned it. It's either struggle in the beginning or struggle at the end. And who the F wants to struggle at the end when you're getting your prostate ripped out or whatever other ailment you have at the back end of your life? Do it when you're strong and healthy and young, and do it hard and do it hard and do it for real. And then maybe you're still healthy when it comes time. When it gets to the point where you can either cut back to a part-time thing, and enjoy your life.
Right. That's why I'm bailing 62 if I make it, because it's not worth it to me.
But anyway,
9 minutes, unless you're not going, unless you're gonna kick out at 10. I'm doing the hard thing.
I spent a lot of years not putting money away, so we're scrambling at the back end right now. Wouldn't it be nice? I could collect the unemployment, same thing, Social Security check right now.
Yeah.
But I won't have.
You're over 62, aren't you?
I'll be 65 in April.
Oh wow! Okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
we got to be 67 before you can retire.
67 is full.
Yeah.
The advantage of that is if you continue to work, you can make as much as you want.
Yep.
The other thing is it's considered full, but if you keep working until you're 70, they'll give you a bigger check. Every month past 67, you get a bigger check.
Yep.
So I don't even. So it's kind of a joke that they say, well, 67 is full, but we'll give you more if you keep. You have a bigger check if you keep working.
Yeah.
It's not really the check because seriously, between 65 and 67, there's not a big difference in that check.
$100 a month, $200 a month, or whatever.
Not even. And
not that much. Yeah.
Yep.
And how long are you going to live? I mean, that's why people look at that, and that's how the government looks at it too, and that's how they decide. But all the checks I have between now and then, am I going to live long enough to make up the difference, especially considering inflation?
Right.
So
yeah.
And plus 65, Medicare. I'm sincerely considering 65.
Yeah.
Well, when you consider,
I need the house paid off.
Yeah. Well, when you consider in the next 2 years that there's going to be at least a couple of cost of living increases between 65 and 67, that'd probably make up for the difference anyways by the time you hit.
Well, in case you're interested right now, my goal right now is actually, I don't have a primary mortgage on this property. My primary mortgage was Dad, and I paid him a ridiculous interest rate. It was like 6.5 or something like that. At the time, that was kind of high.
Yeah.
And but he makes some money, and you couldn't get loans back then. That was during the crash. So it worked out good for both of us, Well, I bought him out with a home equity loan. So that's all I have is a home equity loan.
Yeah.
And I want that paid off.
Right.
And after this month, I'm going to have it paid off, but I won't be 65. It'll be Christmas of next year. That's my goal right now, is to have a mortgage-free home. Yeah, I think life would be so much better at that point.
It definitely makes a difference.
Well, there's no fear, I mean, you just pay your taxes and there you go. I mean, of course, there's other things too, utilities and whatever else, but nobody's going to take your house from you, And I want to make sure that I get to that point while I'm still here, so Joy, can have that.
Right, exactly.
That's my goal.
Right.
But why did I bring this up? Well, next payment, I'll owe less than $20,000 on this property.
Oh, good for you! Congratulations.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
It's allegedly worth almost $3. So, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I paid off my mortgage when I
Thank
retired.
God.
Did you, Mark?
I would
You,
really
buddy.
like to spend at least 10 years enjoying my retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm debt free right now too, and I'm okay with that. Though I keep thinking about buying another car, but regardless, I wouldn't look at another one today. But
I thought you.
Well,
I
debt
thought
free
you
is
put money
great.
down on one here just a week or two ago.
oh yeah, that I don't want to go into a long story, but they want to give me the deal I wanted, so I walked away.
Put the money away,
It's
though.
that simple.
I mean, don't just spend it. I mean, you are socking it away, right, for the future.
I've been putting money into a 401k for almost 30 years.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't do that. My
Oh
life
yeah.
changed so many times between my marriages and everything else.
I've been putting away like 10%. Oh, wow, 6% for years, and my boss matches. Our company matches. So I've been putting 12% away every year for almost 30 years.
Wow.
It's
Exactly.
great.
Good.
So, yeah.
You're
So
set. You're good.
yeah, I could retire at 62. I don't care what Social Security is, quite frankly.
Right. Right.
To be honest with you.
Well,
I
that's
could
it.
pull disability from the military if I really wanted to. I've
I
never
My social.
danced down there whenever I want.
Again, what's attractive at 65 is the fact that I can get Medicare,
That's
and,
true.
and that could save me some money, but not
You
as
can't
much
get
as you
Medicare at
think. Not as
62?
much as you think, because I get a pretty good deal with my work insurance.
Mhm.
I get a great deal. I pay less than my wife does on Obama. That's what we were talking about that earlier. I shouldn't say Obamacare. The marketplace. I put her in the healthcare marketplace because when she was on my insurance, she cost like $700 a month.
Right.
Now she's only 4 or 6 something, but now
Right,
she's
right.
4 something.
Right.
Well, that's a nice bit of change.
A couple
That's
hundred
why
bucks.
I mean I'm hoping they do what they need to do to fund it for at least a year until they figure out what they're going to do. And the other thing is about the government getting out of it, and you just have an account where you decide who your insurance company is versus the marketplace deciding for you.
Well,
Based
for
on-
$400 a month, you should be able to get health insurance. Is where I'm at. If the
Sure.
market was allowed to do its thing, there's no doubt
Be
in my
back in
mind
just
you
a
could
minute.
probably get health insurance for
Of course, it
$400.
depends how old you are, what sex you are. Women older, cost hysterectomies, whatever else. There's actually higher costs, which I didn't realize until I started paying for us individually.
Mhm.
That it actually is more expensive because men will just fucking die. We'll have a heart attack and we're gone. We're not gonna have other debilitary diseases where we can hang on for long periods of time.
Mhm.
And plus women live longer, and they
Mhm.
take that into account too. So yeah, she's more expensive than I am, and right now she still is because I'm still doing my work insurance. What's funny is I could take the free Medicare and just have like whatever it is that they cover, hospital, whatever. But of course I'm not going to do that. Nobody does, and you get your plans and your riders, and I may end up paying close to what I'm paying now anyway. So it's not that much of an advantage.
That is what it is.
I'll tell you what, if it's $100 a month cheaper, I'll take it. What the hell? And everybody takes Medicare. They
Yeah.
do. They all do.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's one of
Well,
these things.
that's an issue because right now I might have to switch doctors because Blue Cross is Blue Shield. I'm Florida Blue, and they're having a problem in their contract with HCA, which is Port St. Lucie Hospital. All the groups and doctor groups that are surrounded, which are my doctors. And even though I have a PPO, it's not even an HMO, I have a PPO, which is better. I may not be able to keep those doctors because they're having a conflict. They sent me an email saying that they may not be accepting Blue Shield as of March.
Well, it doesn't surprise me because Delta, my dentist doesn't take Delta anymore.
Well, it's just
And Delta is like one of the largest dental insurance
yeah.
companies ever.
I've had Delta. I had Delta when it was with Pennsylvania. It was great insurance back then.
Mhm.
Yeah. But but to me, I stayed even with her marketplace plan with Blue Cross because everybody takes Blue Cross, right? Well,
Not anymore.
apparently not anymore. Market pressures and what they're willing to take for what the insurance companies are willing to pay
Well, that's the problem.
is
The
going like
old insurance companies got big head. The way my dentist puts it out there, and I think there's a little greed on their side too. I'll be honest with you, but they're not willing to take what Delta's willing to give, so that's why they don't
right.
take them anymore. And the bottom line is that the people that suffer are the patients. You know, and I walk into my dentist office and they got big screen TVs on the wall. They got a fireplace in the waiting room. They got, yada, yada, yada. Every
Yeah.
one of them that works there has got a Porsche or BMW in the drive, and they're complaining because Delta won't pay them another 25 or $15 for a cleaning or whatever, so they won't take them at all. And it's just like there's two sides to this coin. You know what I mean? And I'm just a little,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
I just go, okay. Let me cry me a river there, Doc. Cry
Look,
me a
I'm
river.
hoping that they'll iron it out and decide to not cut out Blue Cross because that's a major thing.
Yeah.
But it could happen,
Okay.
and Blue Cross is banking on not should say population, but the strength of the numbers, of what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
And HCA's got to look at it, which owns, like I said, that hospital and a whole bunch of doctors. HCA is a medical group. They're looking at it like it's not worth it. It's just not. But I look at the HCA side and say, fuck you, because those assholes submitted a claim of ours incorrectly to Blue Cross. Blue Cross has actually said, yeah, we'll pay it. But my wife's, she's got osteoporosis and she's been diagnosed for years. So every year they do a check to see how she is.
Right.
It's not diagnostic. Diagnostic, you pay your share, you pay your whatever, and which is like $900. It wasn't diagnostic. It was a yearly screening.
Right.
They pay for screenings, and they flat out told me, well, "Yeah, we'll pay it." They submitted it wrong because we've paid for her screenings before, so they submitted it wrong. This has been going on for a year and a fucking half, and we've been sent to collections for $900 and something that my insurance company has already said that they will pay. So
You need to resubmit it. And
so for that reason alone, fuck HCA. I think that they're being assholes with Blue Cross. I just do. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I don't want to be a Blue Cross fan, but I've had it for many, many years, and it's always been the quickest to respond, the quickest to take care of problems. And when it turned out that I paid too much, they would send me a check. So really, if I had to balance the experience, maybe I'll just go to Cleveland Clinic instead.
Wow, all the way to Ohio, huh?
What's that? No, Cleveland Clinic's national.
I'm joking.
Yeah. Oh, Cleveland, Ohio.
I hear they rock. I hear they rock over there.
Did you ever think things would get so bad that huge, because they're pretty good size, they own several hospitals, would not accept Blue Cross?
Yes. Did I think it would get that bad? Yes. I'm the crazy libertarian on the panel. I'm telling you, the day I heard about Obamacare, not that, or whatever you want to call it, I don't really give a shit. Back when Hillary was proposing taking over the healthcare program back in the 90s, I'm like,
no, stay the F out of it.
Yeah, I voted for Bill Clinton. I'm like, no, this is not what I voted for.
What they're proposing now is we stay out of insurance and we just supplement by giving people money so that they can afford to pay for it. But they would get us out of the insurance business. These accounts that we're talking about, these health insurance bank accounts, basically, or if you don't use any money and it builds up, blah blah blah, whatever they work out. I mean, that always made me nervous, by the way, because what if you get catastrophic, especially as I'm getting older? You're in a hospital for a couple of months. Those bills are tens of or hundreds of thousands. How does that get paid for?
Yeah.
So that makes you concerned. But it's got to be written so that there's protections against that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
for everyday healthcare, an account that it can only be used for that. The government's not actually controlling healthcare, but they're forcing healthcare to be competitive, and that's a great thing. And
Well, that's
they're
across the state.
not trying to run healthcare, which they are now.
Well,
Right.
that's
Right.
because of
Mm-hmm.
the cross the states thing, where you can buy if
Right.
healthcare, if the insurance in
Be right back.
Colorado is cheaper than it is in California, then
Yeah.
Sam can just buy his insurance from Colorado and F
Yeah.
California's
Yeah.
insurance company,
Mm-hmm.
right? And like I said, the market would fix as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
It would fix
I'll
itself.
argue this with anybody. I don't give a shit who you are.
Well,
Government needs to just get the hell out of it, in my
Yeah. That,
there's
right.
there is only one insurance plan government insurance plan I ever saw work, and that was the civilian hospital and patient vet VA, Champ VA. It was similar to what before the military retirement switched over to TRICARE. They was
Right.
Champ US, and when they ran, Judy was on that, and they when she turned 65, she had to pick up Medicare. And so she just had basic Medicare. Well, with parts, she had parts A, B, and D, I think it was,
Mm-hmm.
and the basics. And Champ VA picked up the rest. So she didn't, for the last 10 years that she was alive, she didn't have to pay a deductible because, all right, the deductible was only like $50 anyways. And
Like a copay.
yeah, there was no copays,
Oh.
nothing. When she had both of those, Medicare and Champ VA, and so that last 6 months she was alive, she was in and out of the hospital, especially the last 3 months, from January until March when she passed away. She was back and forth with ambulance. She was in ICU for a week or more at a time. And when it was said and done, I didn't owe a dime.
Yeah. Well,
But
all the old
that,
insurance companies were better than what there is now. That's
yeah,
just the bottom line. When my
Oh, yeah.
dad died when I was 15 years old, then we didn't get left with any medical bills because he worked for some goofy factory somewhere and they
Yeah.
had insurance and the insurance
Right,
paid
yeah.
for every damn thing.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't pay anything.
But it's
know?
like, but then like what they did to the military retirees is they put them on TRICARE, and all that is just another, run of the mill insurance company that they pay out. They're paying ridiculous amounts of money, even though they were, of course, when I went in, we were supposed to get health care for life, and yeah, we can go to the VA hospital for all it's worth. And but if you make over a certain amount of money, they're going to charge you for it.
Yeah, I know that already because I looked at
That's
make too much
ridiculous.
money to go to the VA hospital.
Yeah, that's just, to me, that's wrong because that's not what we signed up for.
Right. Just because you're successful, you suddenly lose your benefit that you sweat and bled for. That's the
Yeah.
thing that's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Because you're somewhat successful after you get out. Now all of a sudden
Yeah.
you don't deserve your benefit anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
kind of
pissed me
sad.
off. Yeah, pissed
Yeah,
me
it's
off.
annoying.
I mean, I get, I get to go there free of charge anyways because I'm total and permanent service connected. But there was a time when I wasn't. I didn't have the 100%, and fortunately, I wasn't making that much money, so they kept me. They took at that time, you didn't have to meet a certain money criteria to get it for free.
Right.
Anybody coming out of the Vietnam era, we got it free, but then they back under Mr. Clinton is when they started changing and started charging people for it, and it's like, just pissed me off.
Mhm.
And it was shit in the 90s. It was really shitty healthcare. So
Well, and they will explain to you that they have to. They don't want to do it, but they have to do it because if they don't do it, you're going to lose it altogether because there's none.
Right.
Blah blah blah. Whatever their story is. By the way, we got onto this tangent because I was leading towards what my goal is, and by this time next December, next year, I plan to have my house paid off for Christmas.
Awesome.
What's your monthly?
That's
Your
my.
mortgage payments that you want to talk about.
I don't have a regular mortgage payment. I can pay just interest. I have a equity loan. That's all I have.
Okay, and you owe 20K. So yeah, if you drop
Couple grand a
800 bucks a month, you
Couple
knock
grand
it
a
out.
month. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple. Wait a minute, 1,800. What did I get? 800.
Well, yeah, but there's interest every month, so it's a couple. It's revolving interest, and it sucks right now because the Fed refuses to lower the interest rate. That affects me directly, by the way.
Mhm.
What's been going on at the Fed not lowering the interest rate because
Mhm.
my interest rate is based on that.
Right.
What is
Yeah.
the Fed
Exactly.
rate right now?
3.3 points above whatever it is. So right now it's over 6%, which blows.
The Fed rate is 3%.
I'd
right
rather
now?
pay off the house
So yeah.
than the car, because the car is like 4% that I have on my wife's car.
Right.
So even that, I don't know a lot of money. So getting close, man.
So the
And
Fed
I
is
can-
3% right now.
What's the Fed rate? I don't know. All I
It
know
has
is
to be something though, doesn't it? I don't want to argue against your best interest, right? But
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's got to be
Well,
something.
of
It's gonna be
course.
0% from the
But
Fed.
no. That's not what we're talking about.
No, I'm asking.
That's a base rate, and you add that to whatever it is you're selling. Okay, if you're selling bonds or whatever, it's X amount of points above that. If you're selling second mortgages, it's X amount of points above that, or at that. If they're feeling feisty about the future.
Yeah.
But at the time I did it, the rate was less than 1. I mean, it was right around 1. So
Isn't
my
that bad,
total
though?
my total rate was fabulous. What?
Isn't that bad?
No, they're worried that it heats up the economy too much because money becomes cheap and it becomes easy to get mortgages and buy properties. So they say it heats up the economy too quickly, and it doesn't keep up with whatever. In any case, right now it's too high. It's way too high considering the growth. The last quarter was nearly 4%. This quarter, they're already predicting is going to be over 4% gross national product. You need to actually follow that. The rates it's actually slowing the economy down, and that's what the Fed is thinking. Well, we have to, because it's going to heat up too much. I'll tell you what, next year when people's taxes are so much lower than they expect because they're not paying for taxes on tips. I'm talking about lower income people.
Right. Yeah.
Even though we're still tracking by law their tips, just like last year's law. But what's going to happen is when they do the paperwork, when they do the tax returns next year, or when the whatever's
Next
going on,
month.
Yeah.
they're going to take into account that up to $24,000 you don't pay any taxes on. So even though they've withheld it over the course of the year, you're going to get that. That's going to be, the economy is going to be super hot next year.
Yeah, because they're going to be getting that money
There's gonna
back.
be huge infusion of cash into the economy.
Well, maybe they should keep the interest rate high then.
That's the argument from the Fed. But right now, that's hurting certain industries. Money is too hard. Is too expensive to get right now, and there's a holdback waiting for it to drop.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying make it nearly zero like it's been in the past.
No.
Give it a tweak. Drop it drop it a quarter. Just something. But it's politics.
Regardless, I was just asking, man. I was just absolutely asking because I'm all about the no tax on overtime and stuff. That affects me directly.
That's another one.
Affects me directly, son. I'm looking for good things. My boss is trying to.
The only problem with that is the increased headache and tracking. As
Our
far as
HR person pulls her hair out
payroll
every
tracking,
fucking 2 weeks.
payrolls become much more complicated because of that. But still, that's tough. And even if they make a mistake, you get it the year after. You leaving, Artie?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you were still here.
He looks tired, poor little guy.
Yeah, I've had a long day, just stressful,
Well,
yeah. So
good night.
Sorry to hear about your
Everybody
friend.
that's like-
All right. Good night,
Well, Artie,
everybody.
get some sleep. Feel better. Good seeing you. Thank you for coming in.
right.
We appreciate you.
Yes.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. Good night. Get out. No,
Bill appreciates
thank you for coming in, Artie.
See
God
ya.
bless. God bless.
No, I'm no expert, but you're not going to convince me that the Fed's worth a fuck. You know what I mean? Because again, crazy libertarian. You know,
No, I mean
I
we
think the
could
Fed
exist
should be
without it.
involved
Actually,
with regulating money anyway.
it's only been around since like 120 years. It hasn't been
1913 was it?
Yeah, I
Or
was going to say
110 years, 112
yeah,
years.
pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
Wilson
So
brought that in, right?
We could
The
exist
Woodrow?
without it,
The Woodrow?
you know. And
Yeah.
Or was it FDR? Why did Woodrow bring in the Fed? Oh, because all the rich guys talked them into it. I remember now. Never mind.
Woodrow
the income tax?
No,
Oh.
we're talking about right
yeah,
now.
but he
We're
did
talking
all
about
kinds of
the
stuff
Fed.
like that. Woodrow Wilson may have been one of the worst president we've ever had in this country.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the
He
Fed?
introduced the Fed. He also introduced federal income tax.
Yeah.
And it was only
For a
temporary.
measure.
It was only temporary. They needed to pay for the war, World War
To
One.
pay for, yeah.
And
World
only
War
people
One.
that were worth over $1 million were going to pay this tax. You know, so but then it kind of grew from there. Like I said, I told you I lived in Pennsylvania, and I remember when the governor told us that this in a big news stories, we're going to have to raise the taxes to 2 point whatever, but it's only temporary. They promised us it was only temporary. Fuck yeah, it was temporary because you know what happened the next year? It went up.
Yeah.
So it was.
Yeah.
So that increase was only temporary because they increased it even more. Yeah,
Hey, Jim.
that's what happens.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
They'll take a minute.
I'm starting to realize I'm probably getting closer to a libertarian than I care to admit. You know, I really, it's like,
Please explain that, Lloyd. What would make you say something so provocative?
well, I'm like Lon. I think the government needs to get out of our business. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's certain social aspects that I'm probably more liberal than the average conservative. You know,
That's
socially, I'm probably a liberal. I'm not an ultra
how.
conservative.
In what way? In what way are you liberal socially?
Oh
Because
no!
I'm a
Don't say
conservative.
it. Don't say it,
I
Lloyd.
died in the wool conservative, and I have no problem with the government helping folks that aren't doing well.
Well, you know, and that's probably
what makes you. What do you? You're saying this, but name something.
let's see. Well,
I
sometimes
think conservatism and liberalism are that close. To be honest with you,
they are. There's very
true conservatism, not
Yeah.
neoconservatism, not bullshit. It's all about what you do is fine with me as long as it doesn't affect the people around you or me.
right, and that's
live your best life, and you be your best person. And I'm a conservative, and I truly believe that. Now,
and that's probably where I say I'm
when
the same
being
way.
you costs me money and costs me liberty. No, that's not right. That's
and
not
I don't have a problem with the way people live their lives as long as I'm not being forced to have to live that. I can.
But that's a gray area because then you teach.
Yeah.
You have to, when you have the folks show up in the schools that are they, thems, or whatever they are, or whatever, are they actually liberal or are they libertarian because they're living their life the way they.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? So there's a bleeding, and they can live that life. But don't get mad at me because I don't recognize you as a they.
Right, exactly. And I'm the same way. I have had and still have some gay members, family members, and hey, I don't have a problem with them. And most of them aren't into changing their pronouns. They're more, they are who they are, and so.
And God bless them.
Yeah,
are they happy?
Yeah, exactly. They are. They are.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I've never had a problem with that at all.
You can't
Other than
you can't legislate tolerance, man.
no, you can't. You
You
can't.
just
And religiously, I'm probably a little. I'm not a far right religious person. I'm more moderate in that respect. Although I have a, I don't religiously, I don't adhere to one church or the other. I think some of the churches have just gone way off the deep end, and like I said, I guess I'd be considered a moderate Republican then, rather than
I don't know what deep end means when you say it like that. Their
yeah,
beliefs are their beliefs, and because
that's
it
true.
may be just because it's juxtaposed to yours doesn't make it a deep end. It is what it is, and it's their
Yeah,
life,
yeah,
So
yeah.
as long as their deep end doesn't include killing those that don't believe the same thing they believe.
Well, exactly, yeah, and that's the therein is the problem with some of these groups. They seem a lot of religions are of the attitude that, well, like the old joke, guy dies, goes and meets St. Peter, and they're walking along, and he's showing him the pearly gates. There's this big wall there, and he can hear people behind him. Says, "Oh, wait a minute, what's that over there?" And they shh. That's the Baptists. They think they're the only ones who made it. Or that's the Catholics, or that's the Methodist, or whatever group you want to throw in it.
And the Mormons are really the only ones that are going to make it, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's the old joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister was Mormon, and I grew up living in Grand Junction, Colorado. You learn a lot about who the Mormons are.
All I know is this: there are those who preach convert or pay later.
Yeah.
Convert or your eternal soul is
Right.
in danger. And those people annoy people and this and that, and they put them down. I'm sorry, but that's a damn sight better than convert or die now.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't convert now, if you don't see the light now, you don't deserve to live.
Well, I don't agree. I wouldn't agree with that
So
anyway.
hugely flawed, especially since even that religion or those religions where people run those religions have jihads, and I don't just mean Muslims. I mean any religion.
Yeah.
And
Crusades.
it's just it just can't be right. And then maybe it's my Christian morality that says it's not right to kill people because they don't believe what you believe in.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but that should be universal.
Yeah. Well, and that's it. I mean, it's like I never, like Judy and I always talked about, we lived a faith journey. We went through, I belonged to several of the different, Adventists, I've been everything from a Catholic to an Adventist, which are two ends of the spectrum. Haven't been a Baptist. I haven't tried them out yet, but and I've been a minister in a couple of different churches, but religion as it stands, I don't necessarily agree with any of them. Do I believe, do I have Christian beliefs? Absolutely. But there's a belief in religion.
Picking the wrong God. I don't think there is such a thing as picking the wrong God. It's about faith in humanity and
yeah. And I've always said
it's the same God.
And what's wrong with it? I don't have a problem with it because what if I get up there and it turns out there's nothing there? What if there's nothing there? So what? I've lived a good life. I've treated people.
You lived in a way that you're proud of, and you're
yeah.
Best you
It's not
could.
a bad way to live, as they say.
Best you could. But but what are you basing that on? What set of moralities are you basing that on?
Mine's based on, of course, Judeo-Christian.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's not a bad way to live. 10 Commandments. If everybody lived by them, it might be a nicer world. But, and I said this back in the 70s, if we as a nation, as a Christian nation had to fight a religious war, say against the Muslims, we're going to sit around and wring our hands and hem and haw about, well, are we fighting the Methodists, the Catholics, the Protestant? But
This is a secular nation, government-wise. We're
yeah,
never ever going to do that. That's just not going to happen. I mean, we support nations of all faiths.
right.
The president
That's true. That's
Saudi
true.
Arabia. You know,
We'll never fight a religious war. That's the whole thing.
no, it's about people. It's about people.
Yeah.
Whatever faith you follow, that's great. But it's about people. You know,
nothing makes me think I'm going up, but also on the other hand, I don't know that I'm going down. I'm hoping at the end of the day, when I'm judged for being who I am, and that's even though I might be grumpy, I still try to be nice. It's like,
but what if you pick the wrong God?
I don't think there is a wrong one, like you said. I think there's.
Well, just briefly, I've always had a problem with that anyway, because that precludes every decent person that's ever lived that didn't happen to accept Jesus Christ, let's say. You know, they could be the world's greatest person and they're immediately going to hell. I've never or Allah, or whatever. They could be the nicest person, the most honest person, the most whatever. And it doesn't matter because they're going to hell automatically because they don't follow Buddha, or they don't follow Allah, or they don't follow Jesus, or they don't follow Yahweh. And that's always been a problem for me, because the people that are horrible people, just because at the last minute they decide to
Ask for forgiveness
or whatever, they get to go to heaven. Meanwhile, John Wayne Gacy could go to heaven because he started a church in prison, if I'm not mistaken. Someone like him. And if it wasn't him, it was the son of Sam or whoever. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, one of those.
And the murderers, murderers or rapists or whatever, they get to go to heaven because they said, "Gee whiz, I'm sorry," and but some guy that was a perfectly honest and good person, does not. And that never sat well with me. It's never sat well with me at all. But it's politics, then religion. Look at you guys.
Yeah, I don't know how I got on that one.
Yeah, let's get off it. And because I had a response to what Lon was talking about, that the idea that if you don't accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you're not. I got to temper that because, no, let's not get into it. I'm not going to get into it because I don't believe that. I believe there's redemption for all souls, whether they were introduced to that or not, and whether they believe that or not. For example, we all forgive Dominic for reading books while he's on the stream with us.
I'm actually it's actually a cat. I'm trying to keep off the computer.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
I had the weirdest thing. Oh, sorry, Dominic.
Oh, that's the answer.
Is that what you call it? Petting your cat?
Yeah, that's what I call it.
I'm trying to.
No, cool cat. Cool cat. You're absolutely correct. Islam is not the same.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep him amused,
right,
while he's sitting under me, so that he doesn't sit on top of the keyboard.
I just had the weirdest thing happen. Well, about an hour ago, and I didn't realize it. A cop pulled up, walked over to my car, and flashed the flashlight in my car, and then walked away. I got him on camera.
Cop it? Did you say?
Yeah, cop, a Wyoming.
Lon, I'm looking at your skin tone, and with a flashlight through a window, you thought you were white.
No, I wasn't in the car. I'm sitting here. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
No, I'm saying just now. Well, like an hour ago.
Must be a reason.
I didn't notice it.
Must be a reason he's checking vehicles in your neighborhood.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. It's pretty strange though. I gotta get better cameras. They're pretty good. Yeah. I couldn't quite get her name off her uniform because I would make a call. I'd be like, "Hello, why are you guys, on my property looking in my car?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you not heard of the Fourth Amendment?
There might have been reports of break-ins, and they're just following up.
I don't care. You can't
Whatever.
come
They
on
didn't break
someone's
in the car.
property and look in their car.
Okay.
You can't. The police cannot do that. They can't do that.
Your property?
I rent it. I pay for it. It's my property.
If the building you live in allows them on the property to check the vehicles, then they can.
Yes, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they have a warrant,
Unfortunately,
They
that's
don't have to
true.
tell you personally. They get just whoever controls what is it? A condo, a apartment? What is
yes.
it?
And so the
Are you
idea
buying
is
the
they can
condo
call
or
my
are you renting
office.
it?
Whatever controlling
It
whatever's
doesn't matter if
there.
you rent or buy.
They have to
The
contact
Fourth
them.
Amendment still applies.
You,
They can't
you
just walk into my apartment whenever they feel like it.
they can't come
search
into
it.
your apartment, no.
I rent
Because you
that.
actually, as a leasee in an apartment real estate law, it depends on the state you're in, you actually own the ownership rights of the interior of where you live.
But
So
if
in other
it's
words, your
public
landlord
parking,
that's why your landlord has to ask permission to come into your apartment.
Yeah.
Even if he owns the building. He can't because he gave you ownership rights of the interior of the building.
right?
But you don't necessarily have ownership rights of the common area on
Exterior.
the outside.
No, the carport I pay for. So I know you might be right. I don't, it's not worth getting in a discussion about. But if I pay for the property, I have rights.
Well, no, I would definitely, you definitely could call, but they may have been looking out to protect your rights because there might have been, like I said, some problems in the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah. They want to make sure that somebody hasn't broken into your fucking car, or in the process of. Because all she did was look and walked away. You're thinking she looked to see if she could find drugs or something, but
Yeah,
that wouldn't hold up in court because you'd have to have a warrant for that. If they're actively trying to find some problem that's going on in your neighborhood, that's a different story. But if they're looking,
might have just been checking the locks to make because they may have had several break-ins, like Bill says. Yeah.
If they're just looking in your car just to see what they can find, no, that wouldn't even hold up in court.
Yeah.
So you have a garage. You're perfectly okay with the cops walking into your garage and looking through your garage.
The garage is different. My garage is actually part of my structure. They
Okay,
can't even cross the doorway.
I'm asking.
Even with the
I'm
door
not
open.
challenging you. I'm asking you a question. It's not part
Do I
of
have a problem? No. I could personally, I could care less. But is it right? No. No, they should not be able to enter my garage without my permission.
Okay.
Yeah, and the carport, you're talking. It's an open. Is it a?
If you leave your garage door open, they can just walk in your garage and look around.
No, they can't.
No, they can't.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it's open or closed, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Everybody has a right to their opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
I just think
like
it's
I said,
weird.
might have been looking out for your best interests.
They might be. They might
have
be.
been.
They
Probably were actually more than likely.
potentially, or they were looking for somebody.
Well, there is that too. Yeah.
They got a call.
There is that too. I mean, we get low-flying drones over our property when they're trying to chase somebody down.
Yeah.
Helicopters and drones and whatever.
Yeah.
If it's in your neighborhood,
Yeah. And there has been shit going on all day today. I didn't even tell this story. This story is hilarious. I was gonna save it after the show, but so apparently someone broke up in the my apartment building. Okay, and his name is Ignacio, I believe. And this young white girl, has been pissed all afternoon since about 4:00, and apparently he won't let her back into the apartment. And she was running around and it's like 40 degrees around here, right? 45 degrees. She was running around the parking lot in a bra and booty shorts and screaming and hollering. Not a horrible looking girl, a little bit chubby, but not too bad. And she's running around the parking lot. And then
because that matters.
Because she buzzes every doorbell and some dumbass lets her in. And then she's up here beating on his door. Let me in, you bitch. I'm going to fuck you up. She's just screaming at him.
So this kind of stuff happens in your apartment complex, and you're surprised that police are looking in the carports. I don't know.
Right.
As a law-abiding citizen, look away. Check
Yeah.
check my carport off your list. Have at
Okay.
it.
To each their own. Again, I think that if you trade security for, if you trade your
Yeah,
rights for
like I said, it all
security,
depends. If you're only
you
doing it,
lose. That's Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin said that.
if you're doing it to make a point, you're just slowing them up. Like I said, if they were looking for some convict that was running through my neighborhood, which has happened, and they said, "Can we come inside?" I would let them inside in a heartbeat. Yeah, come on in.
I
Want some
won't.
coffee? I don't have a problem with cops.
No, I do.
Come in.
I ain't letting
He's
them in
not
my house.
here.
Period.
He's not here. Check us off your list as soon as possible, so you can go find that jackass.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
You know,
Yeah. To each
I
their
want him
own.
out. I want
Again,
him out of my neighborhood.
okay. To each their own. I will not let the police in my house. Period. Without a warrant, unless I call them and invite them in for some reason. But they just show up knocking on my door. Come back with paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you stay in the list of possible places where this guy might be hiding out.
Cool. I don't care.
It's not cool.
I have
It
rights.
takes up resources for no reason.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
Because you got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
So why make it?
Well,
Why
maybe
make,
I do.
maybe
I don't
why make
know.
it? If they ask you, then what
They
do you
can
lose?
find something. I'm just saying they can walk. You let them in your house, man. You never know. You never know. Does
I'll
happen to
say
trip
this:
over
that,
something.
yeah, obviously your experience
With the
with
police is different
with
than other
police
people's. I've
is
had some
different.
pretty bad
Yeah,
experiences with the police.
exactly. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
let there be
I
no mistake.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
trust me. I've had
it's
some really piss poor experiences with the police.
yeah, and I have never experienced that, so I don't have the problem. Closest, you talk about shining a light in. We did one night have cops shine a light in our bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and Judy didn't know who the hell it was, and she got the door before I did, and she had a rifle in her hand. No,
You
she had
should
she had a Glock 19 in her hand, and
Shit.
stepped out the door and had it, ready to, and they're going, oh, and they already knew who we were because she'd already done this to this guy once before. He goes, ma'am, we're just checking. Says, we saw your light go off in your bedroom. It's kind of late at night. We're looking for a guy that set the ball field concession stand on fire and we saw your light go out while we're looking for him. We think it could be. And she's still holding the gun. She says, does it fucking look like he could get in here? And he goes,
Yeah.
no, ma'am. He says, okay, we were going to bed. Don't shine a light in my bedroom window anymore. Got it? Yes, ma'am. And that was it. Yeah. But that was his second time because he did the same thing. They pulled over a guy that had just done a drug buy from a house that everybody knew was a drug. It was a, crack house,
Right.
and they parked out front. And the guy got up and was walking towards our house. And he said, I'm going to go meet Michelle here at this house. So they come knocking on my door, and I went out and I saw him. First thing I saw was lights around my back of my truck. And I thought, okay, somebody's screwing my truck. So I go out there, and Judy was waiting on me to come back in and tell her it's okay. It's the police. But I didn't tell her. I was out there a little too long. She grabs the Glock and steps out the door.
Mm.
And
lucky she didn't get shot. I'll be honest with you.
well, she was
Some of
lucky,
these cops are
but
trigger happy as fuck.
yeah, well, fortunately we were lucky, but yeah. And what really bothered her is when he reached down, because he was in plain clothes and he had a belly that hung over his badge, and she went to lift it up to show it to him, and she just brings the gun up, says, I wouldn't do that. He goes, I'm just trying to show you my badge, man. I said, Judy, it's okay. He's a cop. She says, well, then you should have stepped in. I got my ass chewed because I didn't step in there and say, and they said, man, would you mind putting a gun up now? And
Yeah.
they told the guy, and of course, then he asked the question, I said, no, and don't know anybody who he's talking about. Don't even know who the hell he is. He says, well, we're going to make sure that they understand what could happen to them should they approach your house again.
Any house in Oklahoma,
Yeah,
you guys have
yeah.
some some damn stand your ground castle law.
Yeah,
Conceal or what is it? Constitutional carry.
Constitutional carry.
Yeah, dude. Everybody in Oklahoma probably has a gun in their house. Probably 90% of Oklahoma probably has a gun.
I would say probably about 75 because we still,
That's it?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably about 90% when I think about it.
People
'Cause,
that own houses, I mean, probably
yeah,
all
that own
own
homes.
guns.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah,
Well, they're old
yeah.
school out that way because there used to be wolves and bears and shit.
Well,
Those
yeah,
prairie states. They usually,
and we're relatively, we've only been a state since 1907, so we're fairly new. We're still part of the,
junior.
we're a lot of country. I mean, there's a lot of, just we're not one solid city from one edge of the border to the other. We got, we're not that big, but we're still a lot of open country, a lot of cattle people, farmers. So yeah, we tend to carry guns.
Michigan has stand your ground.
I
Yeah.
know it's Castle State. I've had to shoot 2 people in my home before. I think I
Yeah.
mentioned that before.
Yeah,
They didn't even take me. They didn't even take me in the first time.
Actually, 31 states have stand your ground laws or some variation thereof of castle law.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not constitutional carry though. Trust me. Takes me 3 hours to buy my gun. Between going to
Yeah.
buy the purchase permit, going to get the purchase permit, and wait around for that, then go to the store and have to get another background check, which is kind of goofy because the police do a background check to give you the purchase permit, and then you go to the store and then they do a background
Yeah.
check to sell you the gun. It's like,
Yeah, I can go into a store and it takes longer for me to fill out the paperwork than it does for them to call in and get the permit, get
right.
a federal background check done on me.
Well, that's the advantage of having a right to carry in Florida.
Yeah.
I don't have that long wait.
Yeah.
They have something called a cool down, so it's kind of like a right of rescission, but you can get a gun right away, pretty much here.
Yeah, I can go down tomorrow down here to sporting goods store here, Dunham's, I think it's called.
Right, Dunham's. That's
Yeah,
where I bought my
Dunham's.
gun. Wait till you
Yeah,
see this, Lloyd. You
yeah.
haven't seen this gun yet. Wait till you see this. As soon as the end of the show, I'll show you this. You are gonna love this. You and
Okay.
Alexis, I think, are gonna love it.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
Mark.
it's very cool. Yeah,
Is
it
it?
really is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you see this. But
You
I'm
bought it at
complaining,
Dunham's?
but it took me 3 hours to buy a gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean that's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't being chased by a bear at the time. You know what I'm saying? I did have a pack of wolves on me. I needed to fend off. So 3 hours is 3 hours, but it's annoying though.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Where was it I saw it at? Oh, in one of the pawn shops this week, I was looking for an amplifier.
Mhm.
And I went in, and the first thing they have when you walk in, it says, camera or cell phones or cameras are not allowed when you're at the gun counter. So you can't be sitting there talking to somebody. If you're looking at guns, you can't be talking to them on the phone or recording. I don't know why.
Talk?
Yeah.
No, recording I've seen.
Real numbers.
Yeah.
No pictures, no video. But I've never seen you can't talk.
Yeah, this is what they have in a couple of the pawn shops have this. No cell phone use when in the gun area.
Fair enough.
Don't know why, but and that's something new because that didn't used to be there, Because this
Maybe
is
they want you
store I've
taking
gone
pictures
to.
of what they have or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Takes the joint, try to look for the security cameras and stuff. You act
maybe
like
that's
you're on your phone, but you're really,
yeah.
scanning where the cameras
But
are. and
they have
stuff.
all their guns over in one section, so you're in the gun section over there. And apparently, while you're there, you can't be using your cell phone. It's like, okay,
The rules are rules.
rules are rules. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Don't shop at the
I never
store,
asked them why that's. I never asked them why.
Jim Niner whiskey. No, and I understand what you're saying there, but they at least do a pretty decent background check, and you are. I mean, there is that.
Yeah.
So you know that one's been done,
These are
and
something.
to be able to renew it, you have to still have a clean background. It took 5 months to clear the carry, but what took the 5 months? I mean, back then it took longer to check somebody's background, and to make sure that you had nothing going on because all the states weren't connected like they are now digitally.
Right. Yeah. Back 39, 40 years ago, it was a hell of a lot harder to get a concealed carry.
Yeah, I've got mine. Well, I haven't gotten it in the mail yet.
You
but
got to pass
they're
the class.
right.
You have to be a maniac not to pass the class. You know what I mean? You
One
got
guy
Yeah.
didn't pass. One guy didn't pass. Some little Mexican kid. I don't
Really?
know why he didn't pass, but well, number one, he couldn't. The instructor, in the little Mexican kid's defense, the normal instructor requires 7 out of 10, right? Did I show you my grouping? I don't know where it is right now. 7 out of 10, and this kid, but the substitute instructor decided he wanted 10 out of 10.
oh,
Yeah, he had to be 10 out
Yeah.
of 10, and they gave the kid 3 chances, and he dropped one every time. He dropped like 9 out of 10. I think. Well, the first time he was probably
Hey,
really
Jim.
bad, but then he was like 7 or 8 out of 10, and then he was 9 out of 10, and the guy failed him. You know what I mean? I'm
Now
just like,
you're
I'll
talking
give
the
you three
shot, right?
chances.
On the 10 out of 10 on the target.
Yes, 10 out of 10 on an 8x10 sheet of
I'm
paper,
pretty sure in
25 yards
Florida
away.
it's 1 out of 1. You only have to shoot it one time, and you got to hit your target.
We had when I went
I
through, we
don't
shot
think
50 rounds.
there is an actual proficiency like that. I don't remember there being one when I
No,
got mine.
that's what his class was. He wasn't gonna. He could set the standards wherever he wanted, I guess, because he's pass or fail. And he's the instructor. He's the one that's going to sign your certificate, and he's the one that's going to decide what it is. Because like I said, the normal guy, it was 7 out of 10,
True.
and he
Right.
decided he's going to make it 10 out of 10, and that's what he stood by.
Yeah,
It
well,
is what it is.
we weren't. I don't think we were required to hit a certain percentage, but we had to fire 50 rounds. The only two things that he told us that we could not do. You know, we could not shoot another student by accident or otherwise, nor could we shoot the instructor. If we anything else was fair game.
Did they actually print that rule?
Oh, he read it.
said it.
Yeah, no,
Instructor, yeah.
he flat out told it to
You
us.
can't kill anybody else while you're here.
Do not shoot any students or do not shoot the instructor,
Right.
no matter how bad you think they might deserve it.
I
is
mean,
what
that's
he
not a
added.
given. I mean,
Yeah, well, yeah, but
He's probably
yeah.
trying to be, because
He
his
was
class
trying
was
to,
boring
yeah,
as fuck when I took it. I don't know about when you took it, but it was
That's
8 hours
funny.
worth. It's
Yeah.
freaking 4 or 5. It's 5 hours in a classroom, the driest shit you've ever watched in your whole life,
right.
and then like 3
Our
hours in the
instructor,
rain.
And
our
it's a lot of no shit kind of stuff. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's dry as fuck, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh
in
my
5 months,
god.
what did he say? My biggest complaint is only a few hours at the range, and statistic is 40% of those people have never shot before. And I understand that, totally
Yeah.
understand. I mean, I had to qualify for the state when I was in corrections before I got this.
right? Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's I already knew how to handle a weapon, how to be respectful. It's not even just handling; it's being
Yeah.
respectful to the fact that people kill somebody.
16
You
hours
know,
of class.
and I already had that, and not everybody's going to have that.
Right,
Uh,
right.
But
Yeah, 16 hours of classroom. You see that down there?
I
Yikes.
think now military no longer have. There's certain things that as veterans or as military we don't have to do in the process now that we did have to. But yeah, I brought 2 boxes of ammo, which is 50 rounds a box,
Mhm.
and it just and one of them I'd fired 5 shots because I'd gone down to the police range with James and fired off. We had a couple boxes, and I took 5 out of this one box that I had. And well, there was a deputy there that was he was a reservist, and he needed to qualify to get his concealed carry to carry it when he wasn't on duty. And so anyways, the long and short of it was he didn't bring enough ammo, and I happened to have almost a full box, so he got by without having to shoot 5 shots. But but yeah, but when they were giving us the teaching us, going through the course, he started out by saying, now, as I read this to you, there will be points in which I will say, this is very important, and you need to write that down or put it to memory or whatever. He says, but I will tell you, this is very important. He says, and so he would go along and says, and now this is very important. And everything that he said that was a question on the test. So unless you're a blithering idiot, you couldn't fail the verbal, the classroom test. But sort of like the renewal on the Part 107, where you can keep trying until you get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine in California they're yeah.
Oh, which Jim is this? Bill, I want you.
Jim from Michigan.
What's his normal call name on here?
Jim.
Just Jim.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah,
Jim.
yeah, just Jim.
How you
Yeah.
doing, Jim?
That's Jim.
Yeah, they should, whatever firearm they're carrying. That's just, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I think it'd be great if they did common calibers. That you could do a 22, and you should also do a 25, a 38, a 9 mil.
Yeah.
357 and a 44. Hey, just for fun. I mean, we qualified for the state. We didn't do all that. We did 38s. Did 38s on the handgun and 12 gauge shotgun with a slug in it. Was it 44 or 40? I forget. Whatever you could shoot out of a 12 gauge shotgun with a slug. That thing would knock the shit out of you too. But anyway, we did that, and we did. There was a Ruger with a scope, and I believe it was a 222. I could be wrong. Might have been something bigger. But we had to qualify on those three. That one we had to do at least 75 yards with the scope. I mean, it was a piece of cake. I mean, you could do it. It's easy. But in the tower, you would have the scope, and you would also have the shotgun, because you weren't necessarily trying to kill them. If they were trying to escape.
Right. Yeah.
You and on top of it, it's another thing too. Because I did some wall work when I was in corrections, and it wasn't my regular spot, so it was always on overtime. And if I got lucky on the overnight shift, I would get one of the towers. And there were some of those guys up there. I mean, they were just dying to kill somebody. These guys, they were put in the towers because they were maybe just a little too crazy to work with general population.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they'd call me up on the. Hey, you're not a regular, so you gotta understand. Crossfire, you gotta watch out for crossfire. You come out, you only come out, and he's going down because you gotta work. Obviously, crossfire towers.
Yeah.
But and then wait until you could tell that most of his mass is leaning towards the other side. Because if you hit him and he falls back in, you're fucked. So you had to time it right so that when you shot him off the wall to the outside. And I made that very clear.
Yeah.
And I was just there to make money.
Yeah, because they could always. Yeah.
I wasn't planning on killing anybody if I could help it. It was also a guy that rode the range with a big old Suburban and a shotgun and a sidearm that would roam around. But it's a pretty big place, though. It was 69 acres inside the wall. It was like over 2 miles to go around to go around it. So you couldn't expect that a reservation vehicle to pick up somebody who was maybe on the other side at the time,
Yeah.
But so that was your job, and you watched that. You didn't want to fire inside the wall. There is a call for that too. You can fire inside. It depends on what block you're reviewing, but typically, most of the time, I tended to get these same two towers, and they overlooked M and J, and those are lifer blocks. But if one of those went off, and you saw a staff, not just officers, but any staff member's life in danger, you can kill them.
Yeah.
Legally. Actually, technically, if they're just destroying property, you can kill them. It's an interesting way to make a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much about ammo's been not too bad around here. Itchy Stack saying that ammo's gone up really bad. I got 50 rounds of 124 yesterday for $12.
Well, hasn't 9mm always been cheaper than 40? Because 9 mil is way more common than 40.
Right. And I got 10mm for like $15 for 50. Just did a couple weeks ago because I talked in that 10mm rifle. I'm still regretting that.
Yeah.
It is. So
looked at 25 from 9. Yeah, it's 50 cents a bullet. Yeah, that's not great.
no.
But again, it's all based on usage. If the calibers start to disappear and there's no volume, you can't get the discounts. You can't get the price like you used to get.
Well, I think they're taxing it in California, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
I think they got an added tax, like some states have added tax on cigarettes and stuff like that, because they want to, eliminate it. So they add tax to it. So
they tax
you make it harder for you to get it. And then
I don't know if they tax for ammo here or not.
We don't have a special tax on ammo. We pay.
Just standard sales tax. Yeah,
we pay 6% sales tax. We don't have it.
Yeah, we don't have.
That I'm aware of. Maybe they're taxing you on the back end, and I just don't know.
It may have already been. It may have been figured into the price of the box.
Baked into the cake, and you don't know it.
Yeah. 38 special is 90 cents a bullet. Again, that's because that's not a presently produced caliber. That's older weapons. People aren't buying. I guess it is.
Yeah, you can buy them, but not. They're 38s are always a revolver. Very seldom. I don't know that I've seen a 38 semi-automatic.
Can you fire a 38 in a 380?
No.
Okay. No.
You can fire a 380 in a 9mm, right?
No.
Really? You can fire a 9mm.
You could, but boy, it might be dangerous.
Yeah, I think you can fire a 380 in a 38, but not the other way around.
I thought it was something like that anyway.
I think. I'm not sure.
The diameter is the same. They're not as long.
Right. 380s are a lot shorter.
Wow.
Not a lot. There's a little shorter.
A little shorter.
It's not 40 millimeter. Those 40 cal, 40 millimeter would be a cannon shell, brother. I buy all the cannon shells. You sell me for 81 cents a 81
I didn't know 38. My revolver is a 38 special, actually, and I've got boxes of 20. These are FMJs. They're just
right. Yeah,
they're like less than $20 a box. $16 a box.
357.
There was a time they were 30, 40, 50. Ammo was like an investment at one point. You just held on to.
What'd you say, Mark?
You can fire a 38 in a 357.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true.
There you are. Okay.
That is true. And maybe you can fire a 380 and a 357. I don't know that I would do it, but I guess you can. It's
revolvers are different.
As long as it fits, you can do it.
Well,
revolvers.
Technically, if I'm not mistaken, a 9mm and a 38 are the same diameter as well.
No, I've never heard that you could fit a 38 and a 44. That doesn't make sense.
No, I have to disagree with that too, Sam.
Yeah, no, you can fire a 38 in a 357 Magnum, but not in a 44 Magnum.
Well, that's my next. If I don't need another gun, there's only 2 of us living here.
Yeah, okay.
How many do you need? But if I was telling Lon the other day, if I was going to get one, I would get one just for myself, just to have one. Then I would consider. I like an old school 357 revolver, chrome Smith and Wesson or something like that. I just like how they look. I think they're cool. And when you want to target with them, you would just target with 38s.
Yeah, I had a.
But 38s aren't so cheap anymore. That's closing in on the cost of a 357.
Yeah, yeah.
Where he's at anyway.
Right. I carried I had a 357 Magnum Ruger Security 6. Had the little barrel on it. The 2 3/4 inch barrel.
Right.
Fun little gun to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this cheapy stuff is 9mm 115. I think I paid like $25 or $30 for this box of ammo.
Right.
For 200 rounds. Yeah,
well, there's no doubt that 9mm is the everyman's caliber.
Right.
Well, if you divide 25.4 by 9, to many inches, that'll give you whether it's a 38 or a 45.
Yeah. This was on sale It retails for 35, but I got it for like 20. I think it was
Yeah.
on sale for, and it's
What
10
is that?
millimeter, 180 grain. So I hate it for you, buddy.
Let's see.
And then
So
this
I
is
can.
another 115 grain, 9 mil. This was like
What is that?
11 bucks.
CGI? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that the brand?
Yeah, CCI Blazer. It's that Blazer
Oh yeah.
ammo
Blazer.
you
Yeah.
see a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. Then I got this. This one I just bought last night. It was 12 bucks. Normally 15 or whatever, and it's the 124 because the new gun they recommend 124 grain, and I got all this 115 grain, so I bought for the first
Right.
200 rounds they want you to fire
Yeah.
124.
Yeah.
So, and I got a crap ton of 6R ammo, the hollow point stuff because they got like split head and yada yada yada. They got specialty ammo.
Yeah.
They're like $1 a bullet approximately.
Yeah. I don't know where I was getting the. I mean, I know a 38 and a 9 millimeter are different, but I was thinking.
I think a 9 millimeter is closer to a 45, isn't it?
No.
I thought it was
No.
close to a 380, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
again,
Well,
not.
380. Yeah, that's where I'm getting the 38 at from the 380. It's, I know when it and I know what I'm thinking of is when it comes to a gun cleaning kit, you get a 9 millimeter, 380, or a 38. All use the same diameter rod in them, but that doesn't mean they can shoot out of each other's
No.
guns.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
Here we go. 38 special. All right. 38 special, 130 FMJ, $16.99. How old is this? Because that's 50 for 17 bucks.
They won't let you shoot Blazer? Man, I
Huh?
hope it's not bad. Itchy Sack saying you shoot Blazer rounds. I see a lot of people online using it. They don't know it's awesome or nothing, but they say it's pretty decent for the
Now,
cost.
Precision one, this is actually pretty good ammo. And this is a 380 ACP, 90 grain. It's got, show you one. But this box was, let me see, $28.99 for 50. And of course, this has got the Hornaday style.
Good old Hornaday.
Oh yeah, yeah. With the
Hornaday is the one that came up with the not that they didn't come up with hollow core. They came up with filling it with
filling it in with the plastic or whatever it is. Yeah, yeah. That's what I have in my gun. James here a couple years ago bought me a box of ammo for it. So let's see.
Dropping them all over the damn place. What else I
I
got
gotta
here?
be worried
Here's
about my ammo.
another
I'll throw
good
all this
brand is
shit away.
Fiocchi. These are 100. This is 9 mil, 124 grains.
I'm gonna throw all this shit away and go buy buy better ammo.
This is only 25 in the box, but I don't see a price. I got these a really good deal on. Some online company sent them to me. And of course, Hornaday Critical Duty.
Hey, Sam.
Very, very well known.
Yeah, I almost bought some of that yesterday, actually. Hey, Sam.
9 mil Luger, 135 grain.
Sam, I don't know what the people are telling you. This is a Blazer round, and this is a seriously strong magnet. So I don't know what you're talking about, brother. He said they got steel casings and they're garbage. Blazer is garbage because they have steel casings.
Oh no, it is because stainless steel is not magnetic.
This look at it. I don't think this is stainless steel.
That looks like copper to me.
It looks like brass to me.
Brass, brass.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And this is for the record. Oh Jesus. It's like a 60-pound magnet. But anyway. So I don't know what to say. Sammy was saying it's steel jacket and it's not. So
9 mil. Where's my 25?
You had me worried there for a minute.
Okay, 9 mil. Yeah, all right.
Well, it's only iron that's magnetic. Steel is magnetic.
Yeah. Yeah, some of those companies, I don't know if Blazer makes them or not. They have the what is it, the aluminium or aluminum casing.
I
You
can
know.
do aluminum casing. It sounds like a bad idea to me.
I know it
Sounds
is.
soft.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sounds
they just
soft.
yeah. Yeah.
I doubt it because I bet you aluminum is more expensive than brass. Well, maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
See, I've got some that are stainless steel, and I've got some, but I don't do aluminum casings either because because I know James doesn't buy them for his guys because the department pays for their ammunition, so and plus that school down there is an ag school, so it's got they've got shooting clubs in the school, so. I was down there at his office first time some student come in wanting to get his gun out of the safe, and I'm going, on a college campus? Yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
that
it's
was
funny. This is 25, right? Hornady, 25 cartridges. I'm not going to show you the gun. Pretty little thing that I bought here. 25
Okay.
auto, whatever. 35 grains. This was $25. That's a buck a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Sig ammo's a buck a bullet, easy.
Well, this is from 20 years ago.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, that is.
No, I bought this gun when I worked on the cruise ship. I bought it for my wife. Just before I left, so that had to be 23 years ago, 24 years ago. So, yeah. But it's because nobody buys 25s. Not, that's what happens. Supply and demand.
Yeah, baby, market forces. Gotta love them.
That's not saying you can't buy cheap FMJs to fire through it. Just to target. Those aren't full metal jackets. Those are supposed to actually kill people rather than pass through them.
Yeah,
right.
I know, right? Yeah.
Those 380s, those Fiocchi's 380s, I bought them specifically because I did a lot of research as to which ones actually pass the FBI standards and like that. Gel penetration, how many inches, blah blah blah, how many inches with denim wrapped around the gel pack, blah blah blah, and those things passed with flying colors. So that's why I bought them. Buck a bullet, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 38s and 9mm have a similar, but the 9mm is a little bit bigger. I mean, 38's a little bigger. That's what Jim was saying. I knew there was a closeness to them. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah, but the 9mm and the 38 are almost 380. I mean, almost the same diameter.
Yeah, the guy tried to convince me you can fire 10mm out of a 40 cal. And I don't know, man. Or 40 cal out of a 10. I'm not sure.
Google it. I'm sure it'll be truthful.
Yeah. Well, I don't care.
Yeah, no, it's one thing to Google toothpaste brands and stuff. It's another thing to Google something that could possibly blind you, kill you, take your thumb off, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I'm all about Google for incidental bullshit, but when it comes down to it, unless I'm being chased by bears or something, I'm not gonna try it. I'll tell you that.
Pretty feasible. If a 38 is pretty close to a 9mm, then a 40, which is 0.4, must be getting close to 10mm.
Well, that's the story. That's the story, right?
That's the story.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I don't know if you remember that. What's the story, Jerry? That's the story. Who was that? That was a applying.
Oh.
That wasn't Crazy Eddie. That was a different guy.
Ooh.
Yeah, a 40 Smith and Wesson is 10 millimeter, whereas a 9 millimeter is, and the bullet is 0.40 inches, whereas a 9 millimeter Luger or Parabellum is 0.355 inches, or 9.002 millimeters. So
I'm looking all over for these. I'm sitting right. This is a SIG ammo.
in the
It is
380, the
stainless
bullet,
steel. It's stainless steel. I think
The
it's not
50
magnetic either. So
Yeah.
0.79.
yeah, 380 ACP is 0.355, or the same as a 9 millimeter. That's as
Look at
far as
Sam.
diameter.
Just a barrel change. Well, that's the point, isn't it? I mean, it's you're putting an under in these other situations. Oh, you can use this and this because it's a smaller diameter bullet and it'll actually fit. And as long as the lip on the the rim holds the bullet in place, you can fire it. You can fire anything, but it's going to be dirty, loud, and possibly dangerous.
Yeah,
It won't hit the rifling.
on my
You're gonna get it's gonna filth the gun up, and even when you're firing 38s through a 357, you got to clean. You better make sure you clean that gun every time you take it out. You should anyway. You should anyway, but it's gonna dirty up a lot faster. There's no the clearance is too wide. You're gonna have back gases. It's not gonna fire right. I mean, and I like the idea of being able to target 38s, but I will bring a box of and spend the money of 357s to target them as well because the gun's not going to shoot the same.
well, yeah, you want to know what your gun's gonna do. If you're just trying to cycle ammo through it, I guess. But
1,000%. When I go to the range now, we got buy FMJs because they're cheap. Full metal jackets for those of you.
I'm curious about what Itchy Sack is saying.
But what? But I do like to fire some self-defense rounds too, because I want to know how my gun reacts to the ammo that I bought for it. To defend my house. Itchy most pistols.
no rifling in a pistol. What do you mean?
That's not
There's a revolver and there's a pistol, right?
Well, it doesn't make
all
any
revolvers are pistols.
Technically, a pistol is the way they talk about them is a pistol is a semi-automatic and a revolver is a revolver.
Exactly.
But
That's
both cases, they all have rifling in them.
Yeah, unless they're old.
Unless they're wore out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, way old, like they didn't have rifling back then.
Didn't have yeah.
Way old.
The only ones I know of that would be would be the black powder.
Yeah,
pistols.
I was gonna say muzzle loader.
Muzzle loaders, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just checked it out. Sidearms without rifling are typically smooth bore firearms, such as certain shotguns, of course, or black powder pistols.
Yeah,
no, everything said rifling in it for a long time.
Long time, yeah.
Rifling is not new.
Building a bullet, don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Like the 380 Smith and Wesson I bought for Judy, the 380 EZ. Well, I bought the 9 millimeter. I had a case for her 380, and she says she bought me the 9 millimeter, and then she wanted her 380 back. So I thought I was going to have to buy a new case and change out a couple of things on it, but I didn't because they have the exact same frame. But there again, you've got to, like you said, you got to change out all the chambering for it to fit right. But as far as the frame size, they're identical.
I said black
powder shields.
Sorry,
Bill.
I said black powder pistols. Not Lloyd. Damn it.
Well,
blunderbuss. Yeah, blunderbuss.
Yeah.
Flintlocks.
Flintlocks, black powder. Yeah.
Mark's probably got a flintlock. He bought it from Sir Francis Drake.
I did not know
what he
bought
it from Sir Francis Drake when he retired.
I mean, how is that I'm not sure. Let me look around kind of thing whether you have a flintlock in your house or not. Get the hell
I
out
do not have a
You might-
flintlock, but
Get
I
the
do
hell
have
out of
a
here.
44 caliber cap and ball.
Do you?
I bought muzzle loaders one time just for fun. Yeah.
Oh, I used to shoot competition in Colorado, so yeah.
Mm.
I shot pistol. My brother shot rifle. After I shot his target by accident because I was borrowing one of his guns and it was open sights, and you get the best. You throw 6 shots and you throw away one. His target had 7, and needless. Yeah, our targets were too close together, and he put this damn hooded thing so the light wouldn't shot. Well, I couldn't see the damn target, and I accidentally shot his. So, yeah, he was.
You couldn't see the target, but you pulled the trigger anyway. That's
Well, I mean, I could see the target, but I couldn't see
uses,
exactly which
Lloyd.
one I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it's down there somewhere.
Well, that's what I did. I was down there somewhere, and I shot his target by accident, which disqualified his target for the competition.
That's a good way to get rid of the competition.
Yeah, well, he was pretty pissed off. They
just
heard us
pop
arguing
off
for
6
miles.
targets that aren't yours. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. They're
Yeah,
done.
we got
I
into a
win.
screaming fight, and everybody there said, the Mendenhall brothers are arguing again. Nothing new here. Yeah. We used to always get in screaming matches because,
That's too funny.
yeah.
That is
Yeah,
hilarious.
I did, man. He was because he was going, that target is what kept him out of first place because I accidentally shot it and it was disqualified. So then all of a sudden he's dropped back down to ends up at 3rd place, which,
I had a near perfect score in qualifying one year, and it got ruined by a shot that I know I didn't take. I know it wasn't me. It was the guy, one of the people on the either side of me hit because it was way out of it was in the corner of the fucking thing. And it's like everything else was grouped except for that one boy way the fuck over there. And they counted.
It wasn't me, but I did that. Yeah.
They counted that as
Later, Bob.
They'll mark and count, but don't forget, if you're grouping pretty well, you'll have multiple bullets in an area where it's hard to track whether more than one, another.
Yeah.
None of that friggin' errant bullet that was way the hell over here. And I know.
You see Mark's cat's head bobbing up and down. I'm just kind of wondering what that cat's doing.
Cleaning.
Sure.
Cleaning something.
Cleaning something.
That's why Mark is smiling all the time.
Strategic areas. And Mark's over there just grinning. Cat's heads. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh yeah, who's leaving? Who's leaving? Somebody's leaving in
Bob
there. Happy
Keith's leaving.
Thanksgiving.
Bye, Bob.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, it'll be after Thanksgiving before we see him.
Oh
And
yeah.
Jim, I tell you what.
I'm gonna be turkey-rific the next week and a half at least.
Yeah, I think I'll just come down there and visit you, Bill. I got like
Eat it.
5 days off.
Somebody should eat it. 26.5-pound turkey. That's retarded.
Yeah, because
My wife's insane.
I got to figure out what I'm going to do. That's the only thing I hate about the holiday season. I've got shit to do, and you get all this time off. You know what I mean?
I only get the one day. That's it. One day.
No, not me, man.
And
I'm
my
off
wife, she's
5 days.
actually working.
I know
I
you're
actually
telling me
have to time the turkey from when she comes home from work.
I'm off like 5 days next week, and then I'm off almost 2 weeks for Christmas.
That's the way my son is too.
So I was like, shit. Like, what am I gonna do? I got to come up with some kind of plan.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit around the house and vegetate.
We don't have it like that. We have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. And I think that manager that takes the holidays off, I think she put in for the Christmas holidays again. So that means I'm going to actually work, not get any time off really, because I'll be working her shifts. That's horseshit.
Yeah.
You know what? She's 70 years old. Yeah. Her family's up in New Jersey.
All right, Sam, what'd you do? You and Rose break up or something? You need a friend? Dude, don't tempt me. I can fly Allegiant right now. I got a bunch of points, and I can land. I think it's somewhere around there, round trip, like $200 right now. It's insane. They just opened up like 3 or 4 more locations here in Grand Rapids. I can fly out to California, LA, wherever.
Well, guys, what do you think? We've been on for 3 hours, and
we're just about.
I was going to suggest that.
I think it. Anybody got anything they want to say? Say goodbye. Say.
I'm saying goodbye.
Anything
Yeah.
going on? Bye, Dominic.
Yeah.
Lloyd, anything?
No,
Say
I don't think I talked
goodbye.
myself out today. Finally,
Okay. Nothing coming
Wow.
up that you want to talk about?
Say goodbye.
just my show on Monday. You know, that's
Okay.
it.
All right, Lloyd show. Oh,
Yep.
shit. On Monday. How about you, Alexis? Anything? Too late to join the panel. Fuck you, Don.
Don. He's just waiting. You know, he was waiting for you to say,
Oh, yeah,
we're going to end it. And, he's
Well,
just
because
waiting.
I screwed up. He had the link before you did. So, that should tell you something. Mark,
Yeah, he
anything
said that
going
you
on with
wanted
you?
him on the show. Yeah,
Want to say
that
goodbye?
does tell me something. Yeah.
Nothing.
Ezra saying goodbye? Anything?
Nah.
Huh? Nothing, Mark? Okay. How about you, Lon?
No, I'm good. Yeah. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, DJI Power. DJI Power 1000 V2 is $400 on Amazon. So if
Awesome.
you're considering the DJI Power, it's a $400 on Amazon.
I think they've got
The
20
power.
on the AI store as well.
I checked. It's not 400 for the V2. I don't think so, but you might be right. I don't check it daily, so if it's
Yeah.
changed, you might be right. But on Amazon, it's $400, $399. Then the Power 2000 is $699. And then the Power 2000 expansion battery is also $699. Because I'm considering getting that for my car because I have the Power 1000 permanently mounted in my car, and I might just add the 2000 to it to add the
Yeah.
capacity. I'm thinking about it. So, because $699 is not bad. $400 for the Power 1000 V2 is a steal. It is a fucking steal for real.
Okay. Oh,
$400
excuse me.
is cheap. So there you go. I wanted to mention that if anybody's interested in it.
Think about that around
Power bank.
Christmas is coming up. So there you go.
There you
Well,
go.
if you need a
Yeah.
power bank, they come in handy. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you, Lon. Thank you, Lon, for that. That's cool.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.